Yo, yo, yo. Oh, it's on the wrong screen. Well, actually, while that's up, we can actually do something on here real quick. Since we're streaming early. Oh, no, we're going to play chess here in just a minute. I wasn't planning on doing this, but actually now that it's up, I just had my computer on sleep, so it was on here anyways. We'll go back to chess here in a second. We're gonna play chess in literally just a few minutes. I want to do something real quick. Trying to build up this Minecraft. I didn't get to stream Minecraft on Monday very long because I just was out of it. I was really hungry, and I just went on a date, so it was already late. So I do like streaming the Minecraft because I actually like building stuff and doing stuff in the game. It's pretty fun. I don't know why this is taking so long, but. Courier Cat is Nick. I don't know if you remember Nick from the tournaments and stuff, but he's he just got made a mod the other day. I mean, he's been probably the most frequent first in the stream for at least a month. You know, I thought that was kind of cool. So, and the whole point of mods, I mean, you know, I can take it away if y'all abuse it too much or do something, you know, I don't know, if I accidentally make someone a mod that is not good for the role, but everyone's fine so far. We don't really have any trouble in our chat. The mod thing is very useful if we do get a Rudy in chat or something. You know, we don't ban them, we just time them out, and if they come back and they start doing that, then they get in more trouble. Sweet is actually, I think I've asked Sweet to ban. Maybe if you are racist or say something crazy in chat, you will get banned. That's different. But I think I actually have only banned one person, maybe, or maybe two. But I think Sweet actually did both of them, or I asked Sweet to. The mods are not allowed to ban unless I say it. Otherwise it's just a timeout. But if I say ban, it's because they need to go, and we don't want them there. Spammers, things like that. We don't deal with racism or any hate in this chat either, so not a big fan. Oh no, you're fine. That's not crazy, Garfield. You're good, dude. It was more of a we have I kind of want to make. We're not really gonna play this game. I'm gonna chop down this tree and then we're gonna just go play chess. I don't know what I'm doing. I wanted to do something, but so what I want to do is I want to make a dock down. I built my little paper farm. I want to make a dock down here, a stairway that goes down to the water and make a dock. I thought that would be kind of cool. But yeah, the mods are mostly, you know, just to help maintain chat if it ever does get crazy, but really it's just a flex. It just is more of a show that you've been around a long time, or you know, and not to say that people that I haven't made mods haven't been around a long time or would be good for the role, you know what I mean? I just feel weird asking everybody, and also I can't make everyone a mod. That just would be weird too, right? So it's mostly gotten to the point now where if people want to be mods, I think about it, and then, you know, if it happens, it happens. But I wanted enough that whenever, because you guys don't come to every stream, right? Or most of you don't. So the whole point of having as many mods as we do also is to allow there to be at least a mod or two, hopefully, in every stream that we do, because we stream every day of the week, basically. So I don't expect you guys to watch every single one of my streams at all. So you can do whatever you want, but you know, you could be busy, you could watch another stream for all I care. But the whole point is that we have enough mods to, you know, at least spread the bread, and you know, y'all can take shifts. But I love that all y'all enjoy watching the channel and doing stuff. The reason I don't want to keep playing Minecraft right now is because I'm not good at reading the chat and playing this game for some reason. Like, I find it really hard to control my character in this game for some... Like, my fingers just don't work right. Oh, sweet, that is fine. I'm all good with you getting caught up with... Like, school is more important than you know, watching streams and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, school is number one, you know what I mean? You gotta do what your parents and stuff tell you to do. You gotta do your after-school activities, do your schoolwork, make sure your homework gets done. Like, all that is number one. When you're in school, you know, you don't earn any money from it, but, like, being in school is like a job, right? Like, your job is just to make sure you try and at least do as well as you can. You know, it doesn't mean you have to make A's, right? But, like, you should try your best to try and make A's and try to make as good a grades as you can. That means being a good student, listening, paying attention, studying, doing homework. It's good for you. It'll help you be a really good adult is really what it's good for. You know, it's not like any of it. It's not like you're gonna use calculus in your everyday life, right? Or algebra necessarily, even, like, you know what I mean? Or you're not gonna need to remember a book like, you know, Moby Dick or something, like, and have to cite Shakespeare or anything. Or you don't necessarily need to know when this guy was president, or, you know, how, you know, old the earth is, or all that can be useless. But if you learn it, pass it on the test and stuff, the structure that you gain from being a good student is really setting you up to be a great adult. So that's the main thing for school. Yeah, I know, Nick. It's all good, man. I understand. I do not, you already know, man. I'm chill, dude. We ain't like that around here, boy. We all good. We are friends, and you are allowed to do whatever you want, really. I just am glad that you guys enjoy the stream and you like hanging out and stuff, and, you know. Oh, you got a new phone? That's good. I haven't seen Jason Bacon in a long time, so that's cool. I hope he's doing alright. Hopefully he got, maybe he got that job that he was looking for. Let's get out of this. Let's get into some chess. Hold on. We got... Literally, I have 2 hours before my... Something like that. Yeah, I mean, you know... And obviously that was well before any life could grow, right? Like, it was pretty much like a molten ball of lava, almost, like, or a hot rock, you know, for a long time. And then eventually we got oceans, atmosphere, microbacteria and things like that, and boom, life. 2 + 2 = 5? I've never heard that. 2 hours before our chess lesson. We're gonna be streaming a long time today. I got nothing to do, so. Honestly, I didn't think I'd be able to stream this early, but here we are. Yeah, it's chess lesson tonight. Chess lesson. I guess I can play this for a little while. I don't know. We got plenty of time, so we'll switch up to chess and we'll do it in 45 minutes. We'll play this for 45 minutes and then we'll jump over to chess. We'll play chess for an hour and then we'll do our chess lesson, which we might stream, we might not. Maybe we decide not to stream it. I don't know. I'll ask you guys in chat maybe. See what y'all actually want to do. Whoops. I didn't mean to click that button. So I want some slabs, I think. I think that's what I want to do with these stairs, maybe. Ooh, I can make a bunch of bookshelves. A jukebox? Never made that before. I can make a bunch of cool stuff. I like it. Other thing I could do is perhaps let's make another chest real quick. I got an idea. This is something that I want to do. So we're going to eventually get a bigger house. We're going to do that. But I want to make down here like a storage room. And that's going to be important for us moving forward, this storage room. So in my head, I want to knock it back this way quite a bit. I might even bring it down one more block. Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe that's okay. But I want this to be a nice big room. So hold on, what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12, huh? Do I want there to be a center? Should I do like an odd number so I have a center? We're definitely gonna get this coal. So that's 14 blocks out that way that I've gotten. There's a lot of coal in here. That's good. That's fuel. That is fuel. I missed one up on the ceiling. So I think we're gonna go 15 blocks. This looks good, and it looks like I'm kind of at the edge of my hill, which is kind of what I was hoping to do. Just make this room as big as I can. And we'll actually fill in this again. I'm going to remove the walls eventually and change out everything, but for now this is fine. We'll just dig out the room maybe. And yeah, like I said, I like this size. We do need to mine out the rest of the header. Thank you, Sweetie. Yes, you guys should listen to him. He knows what he's talking about. You guys should totally like the stream. Yeah, we're like right on the bottom of our cliff, so hopefully I don't like dig into the hill too much. But what I want to do in here is make really nice tall ceilings and make it hold all of our chests that we have. I'm gonna jump out in the main part of the room again and dig out a little farther in another direction just to expand the room even farther. I love RuneScape, man. RuneScape is so good, man. such a good game, and I think the soundtrack is fantastic, actually, and I am, like, nostalgic for the game, so I still play sometimes. It's been a while since I've played, but I have pretty good accounts on RuneScape. Like, I have quite the setup. I think I went a little too high there. I'm so bad at moving in this game. We'll mine this out, and then I'll go back into the main room, and we'll, Alright, so we're going to go that far that way. We're going to go 15 squares. So, hold on. This was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. To that wall. 10, so go out 5. Is that what I'm looking at? One, 2, 3, 4. Is that all I went? Was 5? I guess so. Waka waka. We did it. Cool. I went exactly far enough on the last one. That's pretty nice. I did bring these chests down here for this reason, so let's do that. I guess this can go in here. Jeez Louise. Jeez Louise. Let's put all this stuff away for now. This can be grabbed later. I guess that could be grabbed later. That stone pickaxe is about to die. This can be grabbed later. Keep the mending book in there. Yeah, I bought a mending book, so. Ash, what's happening? What is happening? What's up, Ash? How's it going? We're only going to be playing this for, I don't know, probably another 30 minutes or so. So, don't worry. We will go back to our regular scheduled programming. But we're streaming a bit earlier than we normally do today. And we're going to have a pretty long stream, so. I thought this was fine, because I also gypped you guys a bit on Monday. So, if you were excited about watching me play this game at all, you missed out a little bit on Monday, because I only streamed for like 40 minutes on Monday. Alright, this is going to be a slow process. I really don't like mining. But we should get a lot of stone out of it, which is nice. I love the stone, because I like putting it in the furnace and making it into the smooth stone. Got the last midge of the year in my room right now. Wait, what's going on? Are you having trouble? What's going on, bro? What's wrong, my friend? Jimmy, what's happening? Oh no, we're gonna switch to it soon. I actually wasn't planning on streaming this early today. I mean, I was gonna stream in about an hour, but I ended up getting home from work pretty quick, so I was like, screw it. Screw it. We're gonna be playing chess here in about 30 minutes. And then we'll have our chess lesson. Which I know you enjoy, Mr. Jimmy. How are you doing today, man? How was work? Hey, Jimmy's a good one, man. I'm glad we have Jimmy. I actually met Jimmy. I think he actually was a fan of Redneck Chess Club, who is another good friend of mine. And I think that's how he found my channel. I think. I'm not sure, but I believe he was a regular in Redneck Chess Club's streams and videos. Yeah, man, no problem, dude. Yeah, I know it's misleading, the title, though. Don't worry, we're not going to do this very long. If we catch any passerbyers, it'll be alright, but you guys get it. We'll be switching off of this here shortly. I don't really want to use my diamond pickaxe for all this, but I guess I'll mine out this little section and just make some stone pickaxes. I do have a table right here. I guess I could just do that. That'd be smarter. Oh, and I put all my stupid sticks right here. We can make Z pickaxe. We'll make like 3 of them. We'll make like 3 of them. Yeah. I remember the tournament. That was fun, and that was our biggest tournament actually to date ever on the channel. We had like 80 people in the tournament. We've never had that since or before. So that was crazy. We had like 80 people, I think, in the tournament, and that was a huge success. I was also getting, I don't know if I was getting the 10 and 20k streams at that point, but I think I was pretty close to it. I think that was one of my bigger streams, at least at the time, as well. Yeah, that was a fun day. I hope he's doing well. I try to check up on him every once in a while. You gotta go. See you, sweetie. Have a good one. Always a pleasure, my friend. I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for stopping by, my friend. We got such good mods, man. I love you guys. Oh, Garfield. Garfield joined our Discord yesterday, guys, too. So, I'm sure y'all saw if you were reading chat today at all, because he was vocal. But, that's good, man. I'm glad you joined. Raptor! Winter, what's happening? We're just doing this for a little bit. I'm actually getting already itchy where I want to play some chess. I just didn't want to burn out of chess because we also have a chess lesson tonight, so it's gonna be a long one. I'm probably gonna have to take a minute too to go heat up my food, and I'm gonna be eating on stream. Sorry guys, but I can't not eat food. The thing, I'll mute my mic if I got to and stuff, but I have to eat. It's too late when I get off the stream to eat food. It's killing me, so I have to eat a little earlier. Or at least eat while I'm doing the stream a little bit. Food is important. I do want to do these, and I'm kind of committed to the times now, so I can't really do better time-wise. So I do just need to somehow pinch in a moment where I can eat some food. Playing Minecraft 2? Nice. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I normally would be playing chess right now, but we're having fun. That water right there is not what I wanted to see. That's a big cave, it looks like. I'm not happy about that. Not happy about this at all. Why's there gotta be a cave here? Food is overrated. It is more important to have a routine where You fast a few days a week? I fast too much. I'm really skinny. I need to gain weight, so I'm having trouble eating food is my problem. So I definitely need to like get on a routine where I'm at least eating, because you know what's happening is I'm skipping meals, and I can't afford to do that. Actually, I need to eat, or I will die. So it is important for me to eat. I have some stomach issues, so they're a little bit, you know, it makes my stomach hurt, and then I don't want to eat food, right? And so like it's like a vicious cycle that I keep going through, and I need to curb it. Well, I guess this is as far as we'll bring this. This is shorter than I wanted it. Maybe we'll go farther that way. I don't know. Dumbass water. Messing up all the good things. I might actually fill up, like, I might still extend this. I might just spend some time off stream or something one day, like, expanding this farther, but we'll do it like this for right now. I didn't realize there was a giant water cave there. No, you're right. I mean, I think overall I'm pretty athletically healthy, skinny, like, you know what I mean? But, like, I do need to eat food. I have moments of I don't know. It affects me sometimes, is what I mean. So, I do need to eat food. The other thing I find is sometimes I'll, like, have some beers after work, and then I just don't, that'll almost fill me up, and I don't think about the food, which is not good either. So, I need to just make sure I'm eating throughout the day. It's kind of an issue, but no matter how much I eat, I stay the same size. I do stay pretty active, so I do have that. But my job's a little more sedentary. Like, I sit around a lot more than I normally used to. Like, I used to be an electrician, so I was in the field. Now I work more kind of like a desk job. So I work at a computer a lot. Basically 100% of my job is almost computer work, so. What do you mean, what are you supposed to call me? You'd probably get away with deleting this, too. That's pretty interesting, Jimmy. Since you were 11. I've been about the same, like, I probably weigh about the same as I did in high school. Which a lot of people can't claim, you know what I mean? So, but the problem is like, I do have trouble gaining the weight. I don't want to gain a lot of weight, but if I could just even gain like a few pounds. If I go to the gym, I don't eat enough food to like gain mass is my problem. So, I don't want to get bulky or anything either. I mean, I'm just talking a few pounds. Like 10 pounds would be great. 15 pounds, that would actually be probably the best. About 15 pounds. 20 pounds I wouldn't be mad at. 10 pounds would be like we're on the way. Like, that's good. I mean, it makes me feel bad because, like, you know, some people have the opposite problem, right? Like, they are a little overweight or something and they have trouble losing weight, right? It's just weird because it's a problem both ways, right? Like, because I'm actually having a problem gaining weight, and it is a problem. I mean, you know, it's not a good thing. Like, I do need to gain some weight. Like, I'm not gonna die or anything. It is important for me to try and at least a little bit. I don't know. It's been hard. I've been trying my whole life and I can't do it, so. Well, I still do all my side work electrical, like, you know, so I still do side work. I still stay busy and stuff. But yeah, my job has gotten, like, my just 9 to 5 has gotten a lot, you know, it's more of a, like, sedentary. I don't know if that's the right word, but, like, yeah, I don't move around very much while I'm doing that. And then I come here home and I stream, so I'm sitting down even more. So it is important to stand up and walk around, touch grass and stuff. But I don't know. I'm thinking about getting back into the gym and stuff here soon, hopefully. I haven't been in the gym in quite a while. But it used to be something I really liked doing, so. I'm not really like a gym rat kind of person, but I do enjoy going. Yeah, my name is Nolan. Sorry, Garfield. I didn't really know what you were asking me. I didn't understand. My bad. You can call me Netchest though. Like, I don't care what you like. You know, like that's why my name is that on YouTube, right? Is like you're perfectly okay to call me that. These guys have just been here long enough that they've asked me what my name is, right? So. But now you know. Yeah, Nolan. Alright, we're gonna switch over here in just a minute and get over into chess. I think that'll be fun. Maybe we can just do like a tournament or so. Play for fun, whatever we want to do. It's our world. And that's good timing. My pickaxe broke, so. Oh, I only have this one left. Let's do it. We'll do it with the diamond one. I don't care. I'll be having to craft a new diamond pickaxe, and I'll probably put mending and stuff on it. Yeah, bouldering is really cool too. Yeah, I like climbing and bouldering too. My stepsister actually goes to like a rock climbing gym, which is pretty cool. They're expensive, but I think it's pretty cool. I didn't mean to break that block, but we did on accident. Didn't mean to break that block. Do. I gotta stop pressing the wrong button. I'm so bad at this. Alright, this is okay for now. Let's get some torches over here, and then we can switch over to chess, I think. That would be good. Yeah. I think that'll be good. This is a decent sized room. This is not exactly what I wanted it to be, but 5, 6, 7, 8. We're gonna have a mine entrance right here, which I think is kind of cool. I'll fill this up too. I don't think I might want to go that way a little farther. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I wanted to go that way far, like farther than what we went. So I might have to dig out this wall a little bit farther, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. Yeah, I sleep about 8 hours. Like, you know, I wake up early. Early riser. I've been hitting the snooze button here a little bit more now that the seasons are changing, though. I've been a little more tired than I normally am. Still a little dark up in. All right, well this is gonna be our storage area, so this is gonna be probably knocked back in like 2 more blocks. That's why I'm saying like it's kind of annoying that that cave is right there, because I wanted to go this way quite a few more blocks, but this will be okay for right now. Yo, what's happening? Let's go ahead, save and quit here. I think we're good. We will get out of that and switch over to this and switch over to this. Boom. Alright. Alright. Cool. That is where I'm going to keep my weapons of mass destruction, dude. I'm gonna take over that Minecraft world. It's gonna take me a long time. I've seen videos where these people do this like super quick. I'm not, it's gonna be a long-term thing, but I plan to be the king of the whole Minecraft world. Alright. Well, chess. This is a familiar face now. We're back to where we belong. I'm not as good, or shit. I'm not that good at chess either, but I'm not very good at the Minecraft thing. Garfield, send me an unrated game if you would like to play one, my friend. Ass after eating too many beans? Nice. That's killer. That's killer. We are back to chess. Garfield wanted to play a game, so we'll play. We will play. So the queen coming here is kind of an issue. Alright, we're castled, feeling alright. So my friend is going to castle queenside. Is what I am seeing that he is putting down. We'll move the queen over here. He's gonna castle. Maybe this was a better square? Can't be sure. My phone is blowing up. God. It's a bold move. Bold move. All right. All right. My rook is unprotected. It's all good, Jimmy. GG's, my friend. GG's. Alright. Played a pretty good game. Garfield was playing really well, and he just started kind of playing a little inaccurately there in, like, the middle game. No, GG, man. That was a really good game. Yeah, you just had some inaccuracies. You really didn't have any, like, misses or, like, blunders, really. I think the queen might have been a blunder, but this was a strange opening. I've never seen this before. It was interesting. Hold on one second, Nick. 1 second, my friend. Yeah, so I played a little inaccurately too, right? That was a blunder, right? I mean, the computer didn't call it a blunder, but that wasn't a very good move, because you lost a piece. I didn't know what your follow-up was, but I was excited to find out. We had a bunch of tempo moves here. I shouldn't have done this. I did think about taking the rook, but I decided to win another tempo on the queen first, to make sure I had the file, like Jimmy said. Like, I didn't want to lose the file. He couldn't keep the file, but I wanted to maintain the file, so we did. And it was smarter to, yeah, so, you know, it calls it an inaccuracy, but it is kind of a blunder. Like, you don't want to give up the queen for a rook, right? So, other than that, I thought you did great. The reason we played this was to try and win the bishop, and we did, and it didn't want me to take the bishop, but I was pretty sure we were going to get a checkmate. So, we did. GG's, my friend. That was a good game. Good game. Yeah, man, no problem, dude. We're a fam here, man. We have a good time, take care of each other, and have fun playing chess. We all enjoy chess. One thing we can, if we don't get along about or agree on everything, we can all agree that we love chess. So, it's the most important thing. I didn't see it. I'd have to go back to it. I can't do it while I'm in a game because otherwise it's kind of like cheating, so. This is a funny opening, right? I was about to say the same thing. But do believe that I want to do it like this. Oh, he blocks his bishop in two. Interesting. Did not expect that. So I do want to put my bishop there, but I also don't want his knight to go here. So I don't want to allow that, so I'm going to stop it. You got to go? Oh. Okay. Nick had to go, so I resigned. That way he gets the win. C5 is not really a blunder. We actually, my last chess lesson, we actually went over taking, oh, you mean pushing C5. Or him playing C5. C5 is not, so I'm not scared of him playing C5. I've gotten pretty comfortable with the Queen's Gambit. I still don't know what the hell I'm doing with it, but I get, like, normal positions every time, so it's working. Like, you know, I liked the London, too, but, this has been working, so. Yep, we gave Nick the win, because he said he had to go, so. Yeah, when Black plays C5, it's not like the best way to go against the Queen's Gambit, but it's not like inherently bad at my level, right? Like, you know, you can get away with anything almost at like even 1,000 ELO, like, you know. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that is against my nature. I am not trying to do that actually, but like it's kind of in the lines that I've learned. Like, you know, it's in my repertoire that my chess coach has laid out for me. That I like it was against my, you know, better judgment, but like I've gotten comfortable with it because actually the bishop gets strong late in the game is the point. It's like one of the last pieces I develop. If you guys watch me play the Queen's Gambit, there's different ways to play. You don't have to play that way. Like I don't have to block in the bishop, and we've talked about those too, those kinds of positions, but I do it quite often just because I find that that bishop gets stronger when the board opens up more, is the point. And something else that we try to do in the Queen's Gambit is we try to get in an e4 push. So e3 can be kind of a waste, but also it's okay to take it slow and get your pieces out and then prepare e4. That works too. At my ELO it works. At really high GM levels, you know what I mean? They might not want to waste this move e3 and then play e4. They might just want to play e4 in one go if they can. But playing the Queen's Gambit, you can't have it all, right? And having it all would be having c4, d4, and e4. You can't actually usually get away with that, you know, on a chessboard. Sometimes when you play the King's Indian, you can get away with it, but if you notice, it kind of plays into the King's Indian's whole, like, attacking thought, is they want you to play that way. And it's all theory, so. Yeah, the bishop out in the open is very reminiscent of, it's kind of reminiscent of almost like a Caro-Kann, right? A Caro-Kann where you've played c5, which I play c5, like, you know, if I play the Caro-Kann and they play the advanced, like, I play c5. So it's kind of like you're playing the Caro-Kann, but for white, sort of. It's not really the same, but it kind of feels that way. Yeah, it's not really a Caro-Kann. It's like reverse. You know what I mean, though. Like, the pawn structure is kind of similar to what Black would have kind of in, like, a c5 Caro-Kann. I play c5 in the Caro-Kann all the time. Do y'all want to do a tournament or something, like, while we're chilling? We got an hour till our chess lesson starts, so Oh man, we have 399 members of the club. We just need one more and we'll have 400. That's crazy. That's so cool. That's so cool. Let's set up a little tournament. Let's set up a little tournament. We'll play standard. We'll do 30 minutes, and we'll set it up for 1845. No, we'll set it up for what? Maybe 1810. All right. I'll get the link. You guys can join it now. And when we get a little closer to dinner time, or excuse me, to our chess lesson, I will go reheat my dinner so I can eat a little bit, be more comfortable. Let me fix the description of our video. Do we really only have 9 people in chat? That's crazy. This might not be tournament day. I didn't realize we only had 9 people in here. My stream is not pushing, huh? Maybe not a tournament day, huh? We can try it, but might not be a tournament day. I didn't realize how slow our stream is right now. Jesus Christ. Alright. So, we got the, it's so crazy. YouTube is so weird. The algorithm is crazy, dude. Alright, so the stream... it is my chess coach. His name is Chili. Twitch say hi to YouTube. YouTube say hi to Twitch. That is the tournament link. All you gotta do is join my chess club to be a part of the tournament. But we don't have a lot of people watching right now, so we might not have a lot of people playing in the tournament. We'll see. Yeah, I know. When I get close, yeah, you heard that? That little slip. I am hungry right now, but man. All right. Anyone want to play a game? I guess while we're waiting, join the chess club. Come play in the tournament. Humble me a little bit. Ash, you want to play in the tournament? Jimmy, you want to play? Come on, Garfield, come play. Yeah, purple iPad, come play in the tournament. You gotta do 10 pull-ups. I like that. Lose a game, gotta do like some push-ups or pull-ups. That's cool. Garfield, you're in the chess club, right? The links are in my description of the video. So if you go to the description of the video, you can just click on my chess club link and you can join. The tournament is linked here too. So it's my pinned comment. Yeah, come play. Right now, it's just gonna be me playing Jimmy, which will be fun. I love playing against Jimmy. We're closer to the same rating. Oh, thank you, Jimmy. Thank you. Our wonderful mods. Ash, you wanna play? We're not playing any rapid games right now, my friend, Mr. Sharma. But you are more than welcome to join the tournament that we're trying to have right now. That would be a good time to play me. Normally when we do, request to play me and stuff, definitely if you're lower rated than other people, you want to send unrated invites, basically. If you're half my rating, I don't have any... I definitely don't want to play a rated game, necessarily, against you. I don't want you to lose rating from, a high-rated ELO guy, but I also don't want you to be a fake account and take away my rating. Whisper, what's happening? Bow, 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 bow. Alright, we got 3 people in the tournament. Somebody send me an unrated invite. We can play. There we go. He sent unrated. Alright. Ding, ding, ding. Got it. Let's go. The cool thing about unrated is it's less attractive. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, the whole point of this is to be fun. Jimmy gets it. That guy gets it. That guy gets it. That is not what I thought he was going to do with his bishop. At all. Did not think that was going to happen at all. This is one of those where I could totally get my bishop out if I want to now. So I probably will actually do that in this game. I could definitely start to win some tempos, that's for sure. I think we'll let him take, which I am fine with. Hold on, so if he takes, I take back. I guess I'm okay with that. Yeah, I think we're good. Yeah, the bishop, mate. You're right. I could have done it with the bishop, and it would have been faster, because it would have blockaded the pawn. I could have done it in one move. You're right. No, I knew that the queen was going to be a mate, but he's right. My bishop. I put my bishop here. My bishop could have done it faster. So that was funny. I didn't notice the bishop, or I forgot that I had my bishop here, basically. I was, like, focused on getting my queen over there. We'll play Whisper. Whisper's awesome. He's gonna crush me, but let's have some fun. My guy's playing the ready opening. The English Carl Khan. Now it's back to the ready. Castle. Castle missing. Alright. Alright. Boom. Probably takes this way. Yeah. I'm just never, like, sure how I want to go about this. Joined your club. You're the 400th member? Dude, yay. Nice, man. Nice. I believe Alarm works with a Whisper. So it's kind of interesting. I'm a coward, not playing raiding. Common, I am challenging. You are common, that is for sure. It sounds like you are very common. Very much common. And I love that for you. Coward. What a word. What a word. I didn't calculate that right. Wasn't what I thought I could do. I will take. I don't care. Whisper's good. Nobody plays the ready opening, so like it's already like he's got like a little advantage almost, just playing that way. Bishops are strong. I don't know if I am winning. I don't think I am. Booger. He's gonna win all my pawns. Man, you're a booger. You are a booger. I'm gonna lose on time, so. And I've lost. GG's, my friend. GG's, my friend. Alright, club tournament starts in about 2 minutes, guys. If y'all want to join now. Forever hold your peace. Whisper destroyed me. GG's, Whisper. That was a good game. Hey, how's it going, Hum? How are you? All right. So tournament starts, like I said, in 2 minutes. We have the tournament going for 30, and then we have our chess lesson after that. So fine as always. Love that. Love that. Positive. I love that. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm a little upset that our stream is kind of going slow tonight, but it's okay. It's picked up a little more now, which is good. We had like a weird slow start. I think it's because I had Minecraft on when I first started. Nobody likes Minecraft for some reason. I thought we have a lot of people that are in our Discord and stuff that love Minecraft, but maybe it didn't like that I named the stream for chess and we played Minecraft first. It is mid of the day. Tournament starting and already worrying about opening choice. I'm not very good at multiple openings. I know how to play the Carcon, the London, Queen's Gambit, and the Dragon Sicilian. I do know a few more openings, but not very many more. It's the middle of the week. You know, you're right, and there is something to that. It just feels weird, you know? I want to get back to where we were doing our 10 and 20k streams every single day. We were having 200 to 400 people in chat. That was awesome. They didn't stay the whole time, but it was cool. We were rolling. So hopefully we get back to that point, because that's just, it helps bring eyes to the channel. We got so many extra subs doing that. It was good for our channel and our Discord group. It really grew the group. So hopefully we can get back to that point. And it gets even better. It's like a snowball, because they realize how cool you guys all are too, and how cool our community is, so people just want to stick around more. It's really nice. It's like it's a cool effect, you know? Yeah, it did. The break did mess it all up. You're right. It was my fault. I mean, I needed a break, so it was just a personal thing. I needed a little break, but yeah, YouTube hated it. YouTube hated that for me. Evelyn's back in. Nice. Okay, we got Whisper Evelyn, me, Raptor Jesus, Real Riley Matthews, and Cayenne Ayer, and Jimmy. Jimmy. All right, Raptor, let's go. Throwing Raptor off. I'm gonna play Z London. He might beat me because I'm playing the London. I enjoy these streams though. You guys are fun, man. I love hanging out with y'all. Do. I lose a piece here. Why'd I do that? That was so stupid. Fucking idiot. Ugh. That was so dumb. I don't know why I did that. Literally losing a piece here. Duh. Dummy. Oh, he didn't take it. Thank you. Thank you for not taking the piece. We'll get the knight back out of dodge, and we will report for duty. That was nice of him to not take the piece. Maybe he didn't see it, but he definitely could have taken my knight there. What is happening? What's happening? How is everybody doing? This might have been a good move. Yeah. Possibly. Should have taken. Oh, I don't know why I didn't. What am I doing? That was silly. Whoopsies. My boy's going on a marathon race now. I'm lost. So lost. I am so lost. I am so lost. And I can't move it. You little shit. Ugh, this is terrible. That was terrible by me. Ugh. Tough, tough, tough. I hate this opening. Try and take out old Evelyn. Okay. This is a tight game. So if I take this, he takes that. Start pushing our pawns. I think I can sack, but I gotta play fast. Oh, you little shit. We might have stalemated, but you know that I was beating that ass. GG's, Evelyn. That was a fun game. Ugh, I can't believe I stalemated that. Damn it, man. Yeah, I just wasn't playing very intelligently. Alright. This is called the Note Boom. I kind of didn't play it exactly right in the beginning, but we got there. Oh, he takes back with the pawn. Okay. It's a lot less threatening. This is tough. You guys are good, man. You guys are good. This is tough. Tough, tough, tough. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Yikes. Got myself in a predicament. That's just terrible. I keep coming up on the losing end against Raptor, man. That sucks. Felt like I played really well, and then I just sucked. Garfield, let's go. Probably. I just let you... I mean, you know, you outplayed me, so I let you have it. No reason to waste a bunch of time. Alright, we're up quite a bit of material. Trading is good. 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 Philip, what's up, dude? GG's. Oh, you played Whisper? Whisper's good, man. Whisper is good. I didn't see you were playing, man. I'm glad you jumped in. Philip is our Euler identity, aka Philip is our wonderful correspondent in Minecraft. So he is our presidente for the Minecraft. I mean, I feel like he's like stunting on me. Oh, we lost. Raptor Jesus coming in first. Holy shit, man. 4 of 5 games won. Way to go, dude. 11 total points accumulated. Evelyn coming in second. 4.5 of 6 games won. 2-game win streak and 11 total points. Way to go. Coming in third, we had Mr. Jimmy. Hey, there we go. Coming in third. 2 of 5 games won. 4 total points. We'll give a special shout out to Whisper for coming in fourth. 2 of 6 games won. 4 total points. Way to go, guys. GG's. GG's, man. GG's. I don't have enough time to do another tournament before our lovely lessons, but what I can do is I can play some games with you guys. Let me go use the restroom real quick. Blaze, what's happening, my friend? Glad you made it, dude. What's up, dude? Let me go use the restroom real quick, and then when we come back, we can play some games with you guys. How's that sound? Hopefully it sounds good. And then we'll have a chess lesson, and I believe we'll be streaming it. So, 1 minute. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Hopefully when we go to switch into Discord to talk with our coach, we don't have too much of a conundrum with the mic again. If we do, just bear with me. I will figure it out. Oh, we're playing 960? Love it. Love it. Love 960. You're playing a little fast, Garfield. Slow down so you can think. You know what I mean? You hung that piece. You know what I mean? So slow down just a bit. You're not like. I'm sure like Stockfish says you're lost, but like this is you can like come back from this. But if you're playing too fast, it's gonna be hard. So keep it calm and slow. Fly Sky, what's up, my dude? How's it going, man? Welcome in, welcome in. I hang my rook and stuff all the time. Don't worry. I try to find a tactic if I can, but... Well, soon here, Fly Sky. I am playing with you guys a little bit right now. We just did a tournament, but we are going to be doing our chess lesson here shortly. Oh man, living the dream, dude. Thanks for asking. Thanks for asking. If you guys had any fun games today, even if you lost, like, or anything, just something funny, even, like, y'all can post them in Discord. I would love to go back and review or look at y'all's games. I always think it's fun. I don't always in the moment, but I do go back through when I'm bored and review and look at some of the games and puzzles that you guys post. So if you guys have any cool content for the Discord, make sure to share it on there for us so that we can all see it, because it would be fun, you know. It's all for fun, right? You can't get upset at it. I do need to play faster. That is like oh, well, there you go, Garfield. There you go. Gave you the piece back. Gave you the piece back. I'm like not paying attention. I don't know what is my problem. I don't know why I did that. Silly goose. Silly gooseness. Not really sure what our opponent wants out of this, but we can figure it out. There he goes. Figured he might do that. Where you go now, though? Boom, takes. Boom, takes. Hold on. Boom. Takes. I can't do it. All right. It's kind of sketchy, actually. It's a good move. It's actually a good move. That was a good move, but you messed it up right there, my friend. You definitely had me. That would have been solid as shit, actually. You got me there. Being a little mean here. I'm playing this without any of my pieces, so it's not really helping me. GG's, Garfield. GG's, my friend. Alright. Let's get our Discord phone call ready. We're going to turn the music off. I guess we could leave the music on for a little bit. But going to get ready. GG's, man. That was a fun game. Is Chili here? I didn't see him. Chili. Yeah, Chili's coming. So, oh, there he is. Hey, our wonderful chess coach. Class is in session. I guess if he's alive and well, I'll give him a call now.
What's up?
Hey, dude, what's happening, man? Let me make sure my audio is good for the stream. I have you on like a separate audio track now, so that we don't have our problems from before. Okay, can everyone? Yeah, can everyone hear him? Should be able to.
We good? We good?
Yeah, man. I think we are good.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. How you been, man?
I'm good, man. How about yourself?
Oh, just living the dream. I've been, I don't know. I've been a little anxious here recently, but that's just, you know, it's just regular shit, right? It's not anything crazy. It's just
That's life.
adulting.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
it sucks.
but we, I don't know. I've been streaming every day, so we've been playing chess every day. I haven't played the rapid games like we talked about yet, but like, I promise I will be getting to them soon. So just don't give up on me. I promise we'll be back. I've had some things I want to finish up some things, and then we'll be right back into it. So
Yeah, you're good. No worries.
But I do like the streaming, and I'm having fun playing chess, which is kind of my main vibe. And I think that I am getting a little more tactically inclined and stuff. And I'm learning. I can notice that I'm learning some stuff from our lessons, and that it does carry over. So, oh, I see you got a bunch of
Okay.
our
Yeah,
Blitz
yeah,
games in here. Sweet.
yeah. I mean, even though they're Blitz games, there's still a lot we can learn from them. And I mean, looking at games is the best way
Yeah,
to improve.
I
Like,
think I've been
it's
doing
one
well in them.
thing.
So
For sure, man. For sure, you've been doing really good, and you've played like really high-rated people, and I
yeah.
think you'll be quite surprised as to how well you did against them.
Yeah, sometimes
So
I have some freak games against some people. So I think in our tournaments, some days I'm locked in, some days I'm not, right? But I've had some good games recently. I was, even though I don't have a good winning streak in the tournaments, I don't keep track of that, but I think that I play well in the games, and that's what I'm happy with. So
for sure, man. So let's get into these games, and first game's against Evelyn. So don't know if Evelyn's one of your regular viewers, but if she is, shout out to Evelyn.
yeah,
D6.
this was a game I thought I was gonna lose, and I'm not. Well, I mean, I just thought that she was a stronger opponent than I was, and so playing like this, I was like, okay, cool, and it ended up being a pretty fun game for us. I think I
Yeah,
remember
for
this.
sure. So all normal stuff, like all this we're familiar with. We can get past the opening.
Hmm.
Normal. Bishop G5 is also normal. So we just continue developing. We get to this position. I like H6 here because it really asks the player what they want to do with their bishop. Like, do they want to take? Are they going to go back this way? Are they going to define their bishop to this square?
Right.
And once they do define something, it only benefits us. I mean, so many pluses to this move. Like, you get some breathing room for your king. Once you castle, you can play king h7, which can be useful some positions. I mean, there's nothing bad about h6. There never will be if you play it with this Fianchetto setup like this. So they take immediately, which they should not be doing, I'd say, for two very big reasons. The first and major reason is you're giving up this beautiful bishop pair, and this bishop will see everything. Look how many targets there are.
Yeah.
And immediately targeting the knight, which is the second thing. Like, in terms of calculation, if you have to make a second move, which is like a second move the same piece in the opening, that's probably not going to be best. And they do this, and as you can see, moving the same piece twice, not ideal. So the opening was a complete success here. Everything went according to plan. We finished development, yes,
Yeah.
and they go ahead and play knight d5.
Yeah, and I know we've talked about this before, and I don't think that I think B2, Bishop B2 is what I played, I think. And
Yeah.
it just worked out that way because if we normally they don't play this early, right? Like this is something. This is a whole different line where they need to play D5 and it's advantageous, right?
Yeah, like here we're not in a rush to play d5 or anything, and we probably won't get d5 in. Generally, d5 will have to be supported by a knight on f6, and since we don't have this, we don't have d5. But it's a trade-off because we lost our power to play d5, but we did gain this beautiful bishop. So I mean, we should be happy here. So castles, knight c6, knight d5, and like you pointed out, bishop takes b2, the right move, and we're just winning a clean pawn here. The only reason this would not work is if we didn't have our bishop here. Like,
Yeah.
let's say our bishop were here.
Yeah, I noticed that in the game. I was like, okay, good thing that I mean, we know this, but like, I mean, we don't develop that piece sometimes. It might even be our last piece to develop, like, amongst our rooks, maybe.
Yeah,
So like
and
we went over lines where the queen gets out before the bishop, right? Like we like left the bishop. I mean, maybe not all the way at home, but we kind of left him, stranded at home a little bit, and he ends
yeah.
up getting strong later.
And many positions we even do leave the bishop like at home, and it's okay. Like the King's Indian, this is very typical for the bishop not even to be developed, and maybe in some King's Indians we get this massive pawn storm and they play h3. And the bishop, without moving once, just sacrifices itself to open up everything. So this is very typical in King's Indian positions, and here the bishop is very perfectly placed because it allows us to win this free pawn. Because if after rook b1
Yeah,
he had this move,
yeah,
that would not be cool.
not at all. Yeah, I was pretty cognizant of the fact that he hadn't put pressure on my H pawn here, obviously, with any moves because he's still blocked in with his queen and stuff. And then my bishop was at home defending my B pawn, so I was like, oh, this is just literally a free pawn. It's not a poison one like it could be.
Yeah, and next move, rook e1 is played, and so we've got past the opening, and it was a complete success. We've even won the pawn, so we're looking pretty good here, in good shape. Now, the next thing we need to do is just play chess, you know? It's not gonna be anything. You shouldn't feel any pressure, is what I'm trying to say here. Like,
Yeah.
it's up to white to prove something and try and regain a good position. Like, black is really comfortable. Probably minus 1.2 or something, I'd say, is the analysis here. So, if we're winning and we don't have to do much, all we have to do is just play simple chess moves, and the game will resolve itself. And chess is just like that sometimes. If you're up a pawn, that's enough to win any chess game. So, and on any level, all you have to do is just be, like you said, cognizant of threats and try not to hang anything. So, in the spirit of not hanging anything, we know we can't move this bishop, but to complete development, we'd love to be able to move this bishop, right? To actually get it developed and into the game. So one really cool move we could play here is simply playing b6, just to safeguard this pawn and like take away any threats here. And that's one thing you could do. But what I really would recommend here is playing something like e6,
And
just
just
kicking their knight away.
asking the knight why you even went there. Yeah.
Yeah, and there are some really nasty tactics you can fall into. For example, you have to play knight e3, and if you don't, if you play something like this, then black to play and win.
Well, bishop to c3, right? Or
If
well, no, because he can take the knight. Um,
yeah, and hits our queen.
so if we take the knight, then bishop to c3.
Yeah, and it's even stronger because
Yeah.
now after takes, rook has to take, and it's a double attack.
Okay.
So you're completely
Yeah.
cooked here as black.
Yeah, that's beautiful. And
As
this is
white.
one of those moments where we're okay giving up our bishop for that rook, though, right? Like this is like we're good for that, right?
Yeah, for sure, because we're even up a pawn here,
Because
and
I
they
know
won't have a bishop.
I know we've talked like I love we keep that bishop like at all cost, and it's stronger than a rook sometimes, like But this looks like where we would take and we'd be doing good, like.
Absolutely, and the way to distinguish one from the other in these situations is, well, sometimes people sacrifice rooks, right? They sacrifice a rook, and the claim is their bishop's going to be stronger.
Mhm.
But by trading off this bishop for a rook, let's just say they go back and we get into this position here, they don't have a dark square bishop.
Okay, that was what I was
So
gonna ask you, is if that was the declaring factor. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah,
yeah,
perfect.
so this wouldn't even be close to a valid sacrifice. You'd have to have a bishop to at least try and prove you have an advantage
I
by
got you.
dominating dark squares.
So in that
So
position, if the light squared bishop was just say a dark squared bishop on, maybe on like d3 or instead, or I don't know, on a normal square, it would be a whole different position because they had the dark squared bishop still.
yeah, I mean it's still something they have to prove. If it's a sacrifice, it means it's going to be a dynamic game and there are chances for both players. And it basically falls down to I wouldn't say a gamble, but yeah, both sides have chances and the better player should technically win. But in this case, yeah, if this were like a bishop on c3, I would be more scared, but I wouldn't say that it's game losing or crushing or anything like that, unless it's a very specific position.
Okay.
So even that I may be okay with. Maybe I do play into the exchange sacrifice and try and prove it sometimes.
I don't think I did that
But
in the game. I don't think I played b6, or I'm trying to think of what I played. I think I moved my knight like a dummy in this position because I didn't think I couldn't move my bishop, so I just moved the knight,
yeah,
I think.
you played knight e5 here, and
Yeah, not a good
so
move.
yeah, I just want to show you this again. Like e6 is such a simple chess move,
Yeah.
and it's a move that looks so normal to play and natural.
Hmm.
And if they make a wrong move, they lose the game on the spot. It's that simple. So just reinforcing this idea of you're a pawn up, simplicity is key here.
Okay.
Now, if we're a pawn up and we are in a comfortable mindset where okay, the game is pretty much in the bag right now, we shouldn't be scared of what they're going to try and do. So it's very clear that they want to find a way to push this pawn, and they have a lot of pieces reinforcing this push. Not enough still, but I see the idea of knight e5. It kind of tries to stop this in a way so that they can't push the pawn.
Yeah.
Um,
I was
what I
focused
don't
on
like,
that, I think.
yeah, what I don't like about this is we're shifting mindset to something which is very passive, and playing natural moves is different than being passive because we're still making forwards progress. We're still kicking this knight away, and we're finding maybe a square for the queen to develop to. Maybe even queen e7 would be good. Like let's say they do play knight e3, queen e7, and then we can play b6, develop a bishop, and take it from there.
Right.
Um,
And all our pieces are on their favorite squares, like sort of thing. Like, whereas this knight move, I knew that it wasn't. I was like, I don't move the knight here. Like in anything that we've ever talked about, I don't really move the knight there. So it felt
yeah,
awkward.
it's a bit awkward, and it may create some counter chances for them. So takes, bishop takes, and the bishop isn't really a good piece to have on this square, and it may allow them to generate some kind of counterplay. And really, the defining factor here was the shift in mindset. So uh, they could now go on the aggression here and play something like f4.
F4. Yeah, I thought they were gonna play F4, and I don't think they did in the game. But yeah, F4 was. Once I did this, I was like, man, this is why. Like I hear you in my head while I play these games. I'm like, oh no.
The check, even if we get this check, it's fine. They move off, and they will have somewhat of a scary attack pushing forwards like this. So
Yeah, that doesn't feel good.
yeah, so yeah, e6 was the way. They played c4 here, not playing f4, so they missed that opportunity. Now we play e6, which is perfect. They move back, which was a little imprecision, I would say. Funny enough, you could still play f4 here, and then if takes, and it's a big mess, which is basically what white wants at this point. Black is a pawn up, so black really wants to keep it cool, calm, and controlled, not have crazy stuff happen, no attacking possibilities for white, and just keep it simple until the end game. So this would be more or less what would happen. But she went back, and this again was an imprecision, mainly because even the bishop wasn't perfect on e5. It's a lot better to keep it here until it really actually needs to move, and we'd finish our development. And in the 960 game you were just watching, so if anyone in chat was watching that game as well, like you yourself said that I'm not playing with my pieces, which doesn't really help me.
No, yeah, yeah. Right there at the end, I was like, it's gonna be hard to checkmate with just a queen, right? Like which was what
Yeah,
I was trying to deliver.
and by bringing the pieces in, you found like a really quick maiden free, which I didn't see even. So
Oh,
that just
thank you.
goes to show. Yeah.
I was proud of it.
Uh,
I played really well yesterday, and I played all right, I guess today. I didn't win all my games or anything, but I enjoy when I play, like when I start seeing tactics, and it's just that's not how I normally play chess, right? So like when I'm learning from our lessons, so I like that, like because I'm seeing things that I don't normally see.
yeah, and so here just b6 and develop the bishop. Uh,
Oh, b6 instead. Okay, I got you. I got you. Yep.
yeah,
Back
yeah,
to our normal game plan.
yeah, and there's a problem with this move, which again is not playing with all your pieces, and the reason this is problematic is because we were scared of f4, and even though we moved the bishop off of f4, we could, by playing this move, invite them to playing rook f1, which supports f4 and could play along the same idea because now the rook supports it. I mean, f4, f5 could come really quickly. all these pieces supporting this as well. So it's definitely something that White would see, and maybe even like Queen C2 to reinforce this even further.
Okay.
And here, A6, I would play B6 again,
Yeah.
just to solidify this. Rook over, Bishop B5. Trying to create some confusion, but it doesn't work out. We just play Bishop D4 now, and I like playing this. So Rook A5 is definitely a blunder because you just hang a piece.
Yeah.
Queen takes A5.
Mm-hmm.
But if you didn't hang this piece, let's say you just go back here. I am a big fan of playing for this. Is this crushing or anything? No, but it's very annoying to play against, and we'll probably have some good chances of taking these two pawns in an endgame. So this is how I would play it. Not necessarily how it would have to be played. You can also, like, okay, now they go back.
Yeah, that was silly of me though, because you're right. It was just a free rook.
So there are these two ideas. You can either take and play for the endgame. You can play your move and go in the aggression, or you could develop, which, again, I feel should be best to just develop this.
So what I was trying to do was, because I thought Evelyn was a stronger opponent than me for sure, and I was trying to be annoying. So when I got to a point where I kind of was a little nervous and like got self-aware of what was going on, I started being nervous, and it started with that bishop to c3 move that we played. And I think I was just trying to be as annoying as possible, because I thought if they move the rook again, it's just, it's not, I didn't think it would be worse for me, but I thought it would just be annoying to them, right? And this was me trying to be as annoying as possible. I don't think I succeeded very well, because there was a free rook. That would have been the most annoying. But,
Yeah, and I think one of the most important things here, actually one of the most important things about chess in and of itself is understanding what the opponent is thinking. And this can take you so far in chess, so far along. And if you think about it, let's say your opponent moves the same piece like 5 times. Are you going to feel annoyed, or are you going to feel a bit relieved? I mean, if they're moving the same piece and not playing with any other piece, I'd feel quite relieved because they're not going to have any significant attack or anything going on.
yeah.
Which is the case with with Bishop C5 here. So it actually gives them more chances because now they play Rook C3. We play this move, okay, so attacking the Rook. Rook moves back, and this move is actually a mistake. And this is a mistake
Because it can
mainly
take the bishop. Yeah.
Yeah. So mainly caused by your aggressive move. This was actually something that could have led to a really bad position for you after takes. So this would be a lot more difficult than it would have to be, you can say.
Yeah.
So yeah, just developing is good here. And you want it to be annoying. And going back to this point, sorry, I kind of stemmed off there. One thing about me, I love looking at the psychological aspects of chess because for me, you can't separate them. They're always going to be mixed together because chess is a human played game and we all are affected by psychology, so it's important to analyze that. And if you think about it from Evelyn's perspective here, they're down a pawn, so they will permanently feel pressure regardless of the chess move you play. And that's something you need to have in the back of your mind. Like, they are already under a lot of discomfort. And so that should be the key there. So Rook A3, Bishop C5, get into this line here, and they miss it, play Knight G4, which we like to see. Queen here is an accuracy, mainly because they may still have this idea in the future. So
Yeah,
we are going to lose this pawn.
Queen G5 was a better move there? Or what was the...
So if Queen G5, they still have some ideas of, let's say, takes, which I'm not a fan of. So for me personally, I want to get out of this as soon as possible. And here they could play something like H4, which is annoying for us.
Yeah.
So that's something I'm not a fan of. And just to show you this line, if they play push and we go here, this actually loses the game because of this fork.
Yeah. And you can't take, right? Because he gets no. Hold on. Why can't you take the pawn?
Because of the tactic here, the queen stops guarding this,
Yes, yes, yes. And you lose your bishop. Yeah, okay.
yeah. So that's very creative, and
yeah,
that
thank
would
you.
have been
Sorry, I was being a little blind
very.
there.
No, it's a hard one to see. So really, you're gonna lose this pawn either way. So what I would do here is I would just give up the pawn and say it's okay, and step out of the tactic and play queen e7. Because now if you take, you're not winning this bishop because the queen takes.
Yes. Okay.
So the game would go something like this, this, and again, what we've talked about for the past 2-3 lessons, every time you take a pawn, there's going to be some form of backlash. And now the backlash is you've opened up this H file. So maybe now rook here is
Yeah.
a really good move and something we can play for.
I know in this game I moved the wrong rook. Because once I moved the F rook to, I think, the D file. And I should have moved the A rook to the D file. Because once I played it, I was like, fuck. Because the F rook wanted to be on the H file for sure.
Well, it's good you saw it on the spot. So, yeah.
I did it like immediately.
This would be a lot more flexible to have rooks like this rook going to either one. And this rook, which doesn't really have a purpose here, would be good on d8 to add this pressure here.
Yeah, like I had a thought right here, right? Like put pressure on the bishop. It's going to be annoying for him to try and defend it all, right? But
Yep.
I moved the wrong rook. I knew it immediately.
Exactly. And sorry, again on this idea of every time you take material, there's going to be a consequence. The consequence is you have played just queen d4, and you have a very solid threat here. So what can you play in this position to be even more annoying? More annoying than rook here, is what I'm saying.
Well, rook to the H file looks like a decent move, but I guess you could also
There's something really wrong with white's position.
Well, so if you take the pawn with the bishop was something I was looking at. If they take, you take. Oh, and you've skewered their rooks. Okay, yeah. So take the pawn with the bishop would be a good.
And yeah, we just win a pawn again.
Yeah.
So now we're up at material again, which
Yeah.
is nice.
Okay.
So bishop e2. Here, I like this move. Did they have?
I don't know why they did that.
This? Oh no, because we take. Okay, so you have to move the queen first.
Yeah.
Queen moves.
I still
Decent
thought
win now.
I still thought they were gonna play queen to like c1. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because the rook needs to be defended. Free rook, yeah. Here we definitely take those. Break this up. This is still under attack.
Yeah.
And then queen d2 is a really big mistake.
Yeah. Yeah, it was not thinking. The rook needed to go there, right? That was the whole point.
Yeah.
So
Just being as efficient as possible.
Yeah, that was this game was definitely full of moments where I was pretty self-aware of how bad I was messing it up sometimes. But after review, I think I did see. Well, I knew this right here. I was like, that was dumb. I don't know why I moved the queen there, because just rook to d1, right? Like,
It's hard to see because it's Blitz, right? I mean, Blitz, that's just the nature of Blitz. You're going to play moves and you're not going to see stuff, and then, like, 5 seconds later, damn, I should have played this.
Yeah.
It's normal to do this.
It's a constant for me, so I just feel bad. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. That's always taken into consideration here. So, rook e1 is what they have to play to defend this bishop. And what would you play here?
Well, you know, you can't hurt doubling the rooks, right? Like, I mean, maybe I would say like rook to d8 wouldn't be. That would be one of my first thoughts is rook to d8. But I guess you could take a pawn, right? You could play queen to a2. I don't know if that's like doing anything for you or not, but you could also maybe reposition the queen on like c5, you know, and then double your rooks.
Yeah. So you're full of good moves. Everything is winning at this point, especially since you're plus a full rook here. So if you're up so much material, there's no need to go pawn grabbing and grab more material. Basically, what we're trying to do is close the game out. So we've shifted mentality again, and here a really quick way to close this out is to go for a queen trade. And the fact that all these pieces are smushed together, it takes away so much mobility from the queen. So queen
Queen
f5
F5.
is
Okay.
actually a forced queen trade. You
Yeah, you
can't get
can't
out of
move it.
this.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Okay, I like that because we want to trade material. We're up. So
Now I'm going to be very annoying, so sorry about this. Which pawn should we take with?
no, this is not annoying. This is good stuff. All right. Let's see. So if I take with the e pawn, I like taking with the e pawn just because it keeps our pawn chain stronger. They have a light squared bishop, like it can't go that way. But I also it could go the other way, right? Um, Maybe taking towards the center is my natural thought normally. So I would say maybe G takes. I would
Yeah,
say G takes.
there's a very tiny subtlety here, which is hard to notice, and this is something that higher rated players can execute a lot better because they have this, they've trained this kind of voice in their heads to look for this kind of stuff and be very meticulous here. And the best move is E takes, and
Ah.
it's crazy because the only reason you play this is to avoid giving them a pass pawn here. Because if we play this takes,
Yeah, then you
this
have
pawn,
two pawns to worry about if they when they push.
yeah, and it's not like they have like really big chances of pushing and queening, but it's just that tiny detail of taking that opportunity away from them. Even though it's really unrealistic, we take it away completely, and we even have some better moves like rook here. So it benefits us a lot to do this.
Okay.
Anyways, the game ends pretty quickly after this. Falls for this tactic, which is nice, and we just close the game out. This was a really good game here.
Thanks, man.
Next one. Uh, if I'm not mistaken, this is one of your viewers, or it could be very mistaken.
No, it is. Yeah. They they were new to the tournament, but they came in, and I always worry about new guys. I'm like, are they underrated? Are they overrated? You know what I mean? And I
Yeah,
never played this knight h4 move, which was kind of a. I was just he's set up to just back his bishop to h7, right? Like I never play like this, but I was like, I'm just gonna try it and see what happens. And
yeah, I like this. I like this. It bothers the bishop a lot, and c takes is good. Knight takes, and when knight takes happens,
yeah,
there's
I
a
had to
really
move the knight. Is right. Like I have to.
yeah.
I don't. This was why I was blind. I was like, I knew I had to move the knight, and I forgot about it. I don't know. Silly. But
Blitz it happens, you know. That's
yeah,
how Blitz goes. And this would be actually the best move if they didn't have one resource, which is knight d7.
yeah,
So I would actually sacrifice the knight here to catch with this rook. But since they can defend the rook with the queen, it's not that great. Still though, we are up 3 pawns.
yeah.
2 pawns actually. So it's not terrible still. This is definitely playable. Castles, knight takes, and we get a third pawn. So
My goal is to
uh
be as I was like, if I messed up like that, right? Like if you blunder a piece, I'm like, I gotta just be annoying, and I have okay piece development. It's not the best, right? But I don't know. I just was like, I can take shit and get it back.
yeah, and it's scary how precise the point material system is in chess. So +1 is a big advantage already, and it's funny how balanced positions with imbalances but equal material can be. So I'd be really comfortable here. I would not be scared at all. Like we are 3 pawns for a knight, and that is completely equal material. I'm gonna play just fine. Like not a worry in the world actually is my mind state I'd be in, and so much so, after knight f6, white's a plain win.
Okay, so I didn't trade queens here, I don't think. I moved my queen to somewhere. I think it stayed on the light squares. Um,
Yeah, you played queen b3.
oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. For me, it makes sense to,
Yeah.
like, I was pretty sure I stayed on the light squares. I'm trying to remember. Um, so if you take the queen, the rook takes. What do we have? Uh, I don't know why I don't see it. I don't. I'm assuming. I mean, you got to move the queen. Like I have to right here. I have to either take the queen, move my queen, one of the two. If I take the queen, he takes back with a rook. Why is that? Why would that be good? Um, can you? Let me ask you this: is there a way to trap the bishop somehow after we do trades? Because the only thing that I could think is like you can maybe like his bishop is over there not doing anything. I was
I
thinking
mean,
about
maybe.
moving my bishop down to f3, but I don't think that's that good either. Like cuz you still can't you got to do two moves to get to attack the bishop. You don't
Yeah.
want to go to a dark square.
Maybe there's
So
a way to trap the bishop. Yeah.
I think that if you take the queen, he takes with the rook. If you play g3, he has to back up. Oh, and then it is trapping the bishop because you could play f4, right? After that.
Yep.
So is that
Perfect.
what it is? Okay,
Yep.
cool.
G3 here, and you can even go H4. Both are fine.
Oh,
Both
h4.
are the
Okay,
same
yeah, nah,
idea.
yeah.
Bam, and you're winning the game now, which is hilarious because
Yeah,
some
I hung
people
a
may have
piece.
been, yeah, some people may have been so quick to like resign the game after hanging a piece because nobody likes hanging pieces, and we kind of feel stupid for it. Like, yes, yeah, let's just get to the next game. But every single chess game is winnable in my thought. So yeah, it just goes to show. Um,
But this is
but yeah,
he can win tempos on me, and like my queen move that I did do is bad because he can even just play like rook to b8, right, and just I got to move again.
which is fine, you know. Like they start attacking you, you maybe start attacking something of theirs, and the game goes on.
Okay.
So I would not call this a bad move, and there was the tactic, but it's still very balanced and equal, is the thing, because we're still 3 pawns to the good.
I just thought it
So
was bad because he's up material to trade to trade my queens down was my thought. So I was like he's up a piece, so I didn't. I was like I definitely think I want to keep the queen on, but I didn't see that tactic right, like that I could win the bishop. So
yeah, and I think this happens a few moves later on where we get this position here, and so okay, Black is asking for a queen trade. Should we take or should we not?
well now that you're asking me that, I think we should take, but I don't think I did in the game. So um, I can't remember where I moved my queen, but if you take the queen, they take back with a rook. They could take back with a bishop, I guess, but I think they would take back with a rook.
Yeah, it matters very little how they take back. The question we should be asking is, should we queen trade in the first place? And we know that trading queens will take us into an endgame.
I have more
And
pawns and they can't stop my A and B pawn probably. That's like a rook if
perfect,
I
yeah.
get it far enough down. So maybe we do.
Yeah, we trade queens and we have 3 passed pawns,
Yeah.
which is very strong. Not only that, but this bishop controls a promotion square, which is perfect. We can easily push this up and get this bishop into the game, and we just have to play b6 first. But we have so much potential for this endgame, so I would definitely trade queens here. And it's not easy to stop this. It may seem like it's not that great because we have traded off a minor piece for these pawns, but I would definitely trade this off willingly to have this much counterplay. and it's very difficult for people to stop these pawns.
Yeah, I misevaluated the. Oh, okay, yeah, bishop or queen down. Yeah, so I misevaluated the crap out of that because I was still under the impression I'm like, I'm down a piece. Maybe don't trade, but it makes more sense now that we like look at it like this because yeah, pawns are super scary if they're connected, like and passed. So.
But this was all good still because we're applying pressure. We are now threatening to win a rook if the knight moves. Knight does move in a very tricky way to kind of step out of this, which is fine. We'll have to step out of this, and the rook will be on its way. And the pawns start pushing, which is a very nice touch here. I like that you start pushing these pawns and really start creating some big threats now. Queen c7, bishop goes back, perfect. Okay, attacks the queen. That really doesn't do much. All we have to do is move the queen out the way now, and I would even consider offering a queen trade here, like this. Because
Okay.
if we can get, yeah, this would be a miracle. If we get this position, I mean, we have two center pass pawns now,
Yeah,
and the pass
we're
pawn.
good. That would be beautiful. I think I went crazy here because what did I play?
You played queen d3,
Yeah, that's terrible.
and then they played this.
Yeah, that's terrible. I hung the queen. Yep. Oh man. Yep. So freaking out. I think if I remember actually playing this, I think that I was dragging my queen, and I didn't mean to move it exactly to that square. I tried to move it to a square that it couldn't move to. I think I tried to move it to e2, and it obviously the queen can't go to e2, right? I think that's what I tried to do, and I don't know, stupid. I had low time, I think, so I was freaking out.
I've done this so many times where you try and click to a square and then
It
just goes to like
Yeah.
the square which brings the piece.
Yeah, and if I had if I had probably 2 more seconds, I probably would have moved it to maybe c3 or even maybe a4. Might have been one of my just I'm an idiot thoughts, but I would have realized that I couldn't go to c3 pretty quickly because the bishop. I didn't mean to. I don't think I meant to do that,
Sure.
but it happened.
You'd never blunder this, yeah. You would never blunder this.
Well, I do sometimes, but you know, I don't. I think I remember that was like a yesterday game or 2 days ago, so I kind of remember that one. Oh, Nikki, this one's a good game.
Yeah,
I remember
dude,
this game too.
This is a really cool one to look at.
Nikki is my favorite person to play. He's so fun. Like he's like a tactical, and I don't know. It's fun. He's a good player.
Let's take a look then. So e4, c5. We get a Sicilian here. We play our dragon.
Yeah, he knew theory. I was happy. I knew this was a weird move, but we've looked at this before too, and I don't know if I played the right move. What did I play here? I think I developed my knight. Yeah,
which is a good move. Bishop e5 is a good move. Bishop e7 is probably the best engine move here. And I love how after bishop takes, you play d takes here.
yeah.
And what I really like about this is you preserve the bishop pair, which is a huge advantage in the long term. So I really like this, and it only benefits you to do this. And e5 is a big mistake here. And the idea of f4 is you get this support on this e5 push, but this e5 push is not good. And the main reason why is because we have this really cool idea here where after takes, we have to move our knight, right? But we move the knight to a square which attacks the pawn. So knight g4.
Oh, yeah.
And this is a really common pattern.
Yeah, it's something we talked about quite a lot with gaining the advantage in our Sicilian against like the main lines, you know what I mean? Like
yeah.
It was one of those where we had to wait for it sometimes, and even if there's a pawn sometimes on f3, we had a couple lines where it still works, right? Because you had like so much pressure on the queen side towards the king that you can sack the knight like that, and if they take it, they just messed up, like, you know.
Yeah, and you can even do this idea with knight g4 if they have d4 still available. So I'll show you this. And the reason that you really can't play e5 is mainly because black doesn't allow this to happen. They don't give white the chance. So if we play our main line theory, we'd reach a position like this, and notice that at no point can you play this e5 push. If you play it now, we're just going to take, and like nothing gained for white, so there's no point to this. So e5 isn't really a move here.
Yeah,
If,
we would
let's
just
say,
take their knight would
we-
take, and then we play e6, right?
yeah, and let's say we mix up the move order just to get a feasible position where this could happen, and they play this e5. It's never good because of knight g4 still. And even if they can play d4 here in this position, it doesn't help their case. So d4 reinforces the pawn, but temporarily. Now we take, they take us, and we take back. So we've gained the pawn here.
Yeah, and they can't.
And okay,
They can't take with the queen, obviously, because our bishop. So yeah, that's free pawn.
exactly. And if they try and take with the queen, a really nice move here. Try and find it to add pressure to this pawn and make use of the pin on the queen.
It's not just d6, right? Oh well, no,
It
you could
is.
play. Okay, I was about to say because the knight move, I don't think has the same effect.
Yeah, and we need to defend the knight because the queen hits it.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
just d6. This sees this. We've got three defenders on the pawn, and there's no way for white to reinforce this. If they do and they play like bishop here, you could even consider playing something like
Well, now you can play knight to c6, right?
yeah, knight c6. That's GG. So that's not doable. So going back to the game with Nikki, this would have been nice to find.
Yeah.
Let's say bishop here, just really trying to hold on to the pawn. We attack, they defend, we attack. Now the queen attacks laterally, so this would work out nice.
That's pretty.
Knight d5, castles. And we've got the same idea going, so we don't even need to attack this with the knight. It's good to do so because it instantly gains the pawn, but having this pressure in and of itself is very nice.
Okay.
And yeah, e6 I don't like, however.
Yeah.
E6 I don't like.
I was a little worried. I was like more like, oh, you take, right? And I don't think that was the right idea. I felt awkward with my knight on d5, for sure.
Yeah,
I felt like
so-
it's a good square, but like his knight's there, right? Can take it. I didn't know if I wanted to take with the d pawn and just. I thought I was gonna have to play e6 anyways, maybe. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I get it. Yeah, I agree that this knight isn't really great here. It's not looking too good. It's kind of sketchy here. So what I would do here is try and make the best out of a not so great position, and play something like knight takes c3, because we trade off our poorly placed piece, and in the process we double up their pawns. So this is bad pawn structure. This is bad pawn structure, and we can work solely off of this. So, making a point out of this, we've got two very weak pawns. What's one move we can play to attack both at the same time?
Well, queen to a5. I love that move. That's my favorite queen move in the whole game. Queen to a5 for some reason ends up being. It's one that I don't play enough, but the whole fact that it can laterally swing across the board if like a pawn wasn't on e5 right now, even like it just to like switch the board is like so cool. It's like a basketball when you switch the court, you know what I mean? It's like it's pretty cool. Like
there are some openings where you play this queen a5 in d4 positions mainly to do this, which is exactly what you said.
Yeah.
And just do this kind of like switch up here, which I like. But going back to e6, e6 is a bit of a positional mistake, and we haven't looked at this yet, which is good because we can look at this now. E6 is positionally weakening our position because we create these really nasty holes that white can make good use of. Like, if they can step a knight into d6, it's very difficult to deal with. It's very difficult to kick this knight out once it's already here. So if they ever find a way to reroute the piece here, let's say this, and this, it takes some time, yes, but it's definitely worth it for white. This would be quite difficult to deal with, and there are many openings where this concept, this idea, is the sole idea of the game. So let's look at this. This is also a Sicilian. c5, and this comes from the pure Alapin. So when
Yep.
they play c3 here, and the way I like to play these positions is kind of Alakine defense, where we play knight f6, and really ask the pawn what it's doing here, because you can't reinforce this pawn with a knight. You've taken away this option. You don't really want to play bishop here or queen here, although you can. You'd have to push forwards. Would be kind of forced here.
We talked
And this is
about playing the same way, but we still played d6 first, or when we went
Yeah,
in our
yeah.
repertoire or whatever, and to stop that, right, so that didn't bother us so much. But
Yeah,
I've seen Kiwi do this, Austin. If you guys haven't seen his channel, he's awesome. Check him out. But doesn't he just move the knight a few times? Like he goes
yeah.
like knight to d5 and then moves it to the other side.
Knight to d5. And the reason I've passed this on to Kiwi but not to you is because you don't need to play for this positional weakness just yet. We can make our way around this and take what would be the word here? Take advantage of other positional aspects of the chess game. So this in and of itself is a really weak pawn, and even though this pawn isn't isolated just yet, it's too far up, and there's too many ways we can add pressure to this, like queen c7, a bishop to g7 later on, and it's the same principle as playing this early e5, and we get this whole idea going. So it's a weak pawn, is the point. So knight f3 reinforces this. We play knight c6, adding pressure and developing, and
what is
bishop
it?
c4.
What kind of Sicilian is it when you just play c5 and then play knight c6? Like that's like just a regular Sicilian. Is that what that is?
It's called the Old Sicilian.
Okay,
the name.
the old Sicilian. Okay, sorry,
Yeah.
I know that was a tangent. I was just wondering.
So the Old Sicilian is what I play, and I play a transposition to a accelerated dragon. So I'd play something like this: e4, c5.
And the accelerated
Knight
is
c6.
just before you don't move the knight first. Is that what the accelerated dragon is?
So the normal dragons when you play d6.
Yep.
The
And that's
accelerated
what we
is when
play.
you, yeah, and the accelerated is when you don't play d6 and you just go like knight
Oh.
here and here.
Okay, gotcha. All right.
What do you think the hyper accelerated dragon is?
Is that where you just played the G6 first? Is that
Yeah,
what I was
you
asking
go-
before? Okay, so there's
You
levels
basically-
to this shit. I got you.
Yeah. So that each one's trying to be a bit quicker to get the fianchetto bishop than the other. So we save time on tempo on d6 by not playing this in the accelerated, and the hyper we save this and we save this.
Is it
So we
like
just
bad or is it like slow? Is that why they didn't want to play D6? I thought D6
It's
was a good move.
because the more time we waste, in theory, the more time we waste, the better it is for white. But I disagree with that. I think the accelerated is better than the hyper accelerated, and I think it's also better than the normal dragon, right? So that's my claim personally. So
Well,
like
when I
playing
get really good, my dragon versus your accelerated dragon. Let's go. I know that
we'll
can't
have to see
happen
about
because it's
that.
white versus black, but you know what I mean.
So This-
Oh,
take, and then g6, and then
Yeah.
we play this. We play this.
Yeah,
we play
regular-
castles,
regular
and life
stuff.
is good. But anyways, going back to this this line here that I was showing, one of the theoretical lines is to play bishop to c4 here, trying to bother this knight a lot, and it is bothersome. So we have to move this knight again.
Knight to B6.
And- Yeah, because if we're gonna move twice, hey, you're gonna do the same thing. You think you're gonna get away with this?
Yeah.
Bishop to b3, and not just yet. We're not satisfied. We're really pissed off that we had to
C4.
move our knight. Yes, sir. c4, and this is very similar to what we were looking at in your game. So look at this position here. Oops, was this the game? Okay, Nikkei. So look at this position here, and look at this position here. There are these two holes.
Yeah.
And in this position here, there are these two holes that we're making good use of. And really what c4 does is it really makes it hard for you to develop these, because if you push, we en passant and we're doing good.
Okay.
With this in mind, look at this game by Dubov. This is an amazing game. So And it plays purely on this idea that they can't really push their queenside pawns too easily. So e5, c5, we get the exact same line here. The exact same line. We play c4, bishop c2 is forced, and d5 immediately, controlling the center. They take us, and queen takes his theory here.
Okay.
And now we're just playing basic chess, and since we've moved our d pawn, we can actually play this as a kind of a semi-Slav defense. Sorry, a Slav defense where you can just move the bishop out and you're fine. So we've solved the problem of our light square bishop, castles, bishop g4, and we're doing good. Queen defends this and attacks this pawn, adds a bit of pressure. We long castle here. And the whole idea of this is we are gathering pieces to add pressure to this pawn, because you can't really push it, and if you don't push it, it's a backwards pawn, a weakness. So knight a3 has the idea of trying to add pressure here. How do we defend? We offer this queen trade, defend the pawn, and if you accept, we have two pieces defending this. And we're playing this endgame purely off the concept that this is going to be a weak pawn, and these two pieces are going to have a hard time getting into the game.
Was knight e5 a good move in that position at all?
Knight e5.
Where we needed to defend the pawn before we gave... Yeah, like right here. Like if you played knight e5 instead, is that a bad move? Or, yeah, knight e5.
Knight e5. Can they queen take? Yes. So if we go knight
e5...
duh.
Yeah, duh. Yeah, they break the pin. Duh. Okay. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. Okay, never mind.
So we go for this queen trade. And they want to get rid of all this pressure, and they want to develop these pieces. So a way to do this is trying to play b3. Now, it's better to play b3 than to play d4, because we don't want to trade a c pawn for a d pawn, right? This would not be beneficial for white. But we're completely fine with trading a b pawn for a c pawn. The closer to the center, the better. And the further away from the center, the less important a pawn is. So that's why many times you'll see grandmasters playing like really aggressive h5, h4 computer stuff, and they may even sacrifice a pawn just to open up some stuff.
Right.
Which is a cool idea. So yeah, we preserve the center pawn, and we're asking white, we're asking black if they want to take like this. We don't. We want to preserve this pawn for as long as possible, so we keep it. Now takes, and even though we've lost our pawn, this is still a backwards pawn, and you can't easily push this forwards. You can't, because this is under attack, so they have to move this. And now they can play d4. So what's a way we can kind of stop them from playing this d4 idea?
Well, you can just move the bishop to d3, trade off the bishop, and blockade.
Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect. And if they do trade off, the rook comes in and defends. So it's the same thing, same story here. And you'll see that Hikaru really doesn't like this and tries to get this piece away. Okay, you want to break this? Well, we're not really happy about trading rooks, because that would kind of fix the pawn structure. Now there's not really any problem here for white, except for this isolated pawn, but it's not too big of a deal in this position. Better would be to move backwards and keep this as a weakness. And now bishop a3, finally trying to find the square for this bishop to rotate to. And look at this amazing move. e5. The level of calculation here is really cool. And the idea is, after this trade, you cannot take this pawn on e5, because if you do, what happens is the rook will take the d pawn, and like I said, this is a huge weakness, and if this pawn falls, this will probably fall as well. So takes, we trade these knights, and our rook gets super far up. It's almost crushing here, and isolated pawn, not good, and isolated pawn, also not good. Very hard to play this position out for white, which is why Hikaru didn't go for this and just played h4. Okay, we play f6. just supporting this pawn and controlling some squares that the knight can't jump to now. H5, completely fine. We still want to play for our ideas. So white's kind of doing their thing. We want to do our thing. So what can we do here to add pressure to this pawn?
Double the rooks.
Very logical, very simple. And this is what I love about grandmasters playing chess. They make chess look so simple and intuitive and logical. King F1, B6, just preemptively stopping any threats and pressure you can add with this.
Is
G3.
knight to like A5 to go to like knight to C4 thought here at all, or is it like?
For sure.
Okay.
Definitely, yeah. And I think that happens in the game actually. So King B7 here. The knight moves, and the idea is we're trying to get this rook away.
Knight to F5.
The rook goes
it worked.
Intentionally, since they're going to lose a tempo, and they go to this square, trying to play for this d4 idea.
Now you got F5.
Because F5 is interesting.
Sorry,
but it's a lot simpler than that. It's a lot simpler.
Huh.
We don't really care about pushing pawns right now. We care about stopping their pawns from pushing. So again, they can play this idea. How can we stop this?
Let's see. I don't think you would do that. You'd be down material if you took the pawn. Well, I guess you're not. Yeah, you would be down material if you took the pawn.
It's interesting. I would consider this sacrifice actually. I'd consider playing this out because we're only down 1 point in material, so it could be interesting. It would be better if this knight were a bishop, like let's say a light square bishop. Then it would be really interesting. We could play stuff like this, but yeah, it has to be well thought out if you're playing the sacrifice. But it's a lot simpler than that. The 2 times we wanted to stop this, we put a piece here.
Oh, blockading, duh. Yeah, knight to D3. Or rook to D3. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Again,
duh.
It's the whole idea, and we just repeat this, like, wax on, wax off. A4, knight C6, and we see your idea come in now, where we're going to play something like this. Oops, this and this.
Okay, yeah.
Useful.
It's better now that B3 is open too. So.
Rook E2, knight A5. We can even play knight C4 now, and it happens. Rook here, knight C4. Too much pressure now, and white is completely immobilized. Notice that they cannot move a single piece of theirs, because if they do, the pawn's going to fall. So we have the perfect lock on this pawn, and if we just do nothing the whole game, eventually we're going to get to a position where we just win. Which is why Dubov plays a mistake here, and this wasn't really necessary. Best would to be just what I said and do nothing. Like King C6, slowly improve, just, okay, we've got a majority here on the king side, let's play for this now. And eventually, this will be unbearable. That's the claim here. But this is a bit of a mistake.
So the idea is to just be really slow about it, though, right? Like he can't move any pieces, but you don't want to move any pieces really either, right?
Yeah,
so
exactly. The only reason this is a miss for black is because white has an incredible resource here, where they will be down a pawn, they will be in a worse position, but they can trade down into a position where they could have more chances to win. Now, rook endgames are really tricky, because even though we're up a pawn, it could tend to a draw, which is why it's in white's interest to try and do this and force this, because now if the knight takes, so many pieces come off, and we're in a single rook endgame where maybe white has some chances. Like, I can't make any claims here. It could happen, it could not, but this would be ideal for white. Instead, this happens. Hikaru evaluated this as losing still,
yeah,
the endgame. So this is a move that was played, which is a mistake. Takes, and doesn't trade. We like to trade now, because we just up a clean pawn. G6, And look at this masterful execution now. Here, kick the knight around. We're now threatening to win the knight, so they have to move around even further. Check. Just control the pawn. Move the rook. And eventually we get our way with the position. Just go for this pawn. Clean win. And push the pawns, baby. And it becomes unbearable. In this position, white resigns because of a really cool trick. The idea is rook c5.
Whoa.
You're attacking the knight, you have to defend, but if you move or defend it, it's mate. Look at this now. Knight e4, mate in 1.
Yeah, rook to no wait. That's not mate. Am I right? Oh, rook to d5, right?
Incredible.
Sorry. I was
stuff.
looking at I looked at rook to c4 first. I was like, oh, wait, that's not mate. Yeah, rook to d5. Beautiful.
So it's very common that this kind of positional idea happens in the opening, and it can happen in the middle game, like in your game, like this e6 idea wasn't an opening thing, but it happens in the Sveshnikov as well. So this is the Sveshnikov, where they play this really aggressive e5, which indicates you're not going to play this and this, because the bishop will be blocked in. So from here, the move is knight db5, and if black makes a mistake and plays anything else than d6, it's a blunder, because let's say you play bishop e7, knight d6 check, and you either have to move the king and lose casting rights, or you give up the bishop pair, and you're still pretty paralyzed because you can't develop the queen side at all. So this would also be a great position here to take advantage of. Engine gives this plus 1.6 already, and we're not up material, which is lovely. So really cool ideas there. Next game, e4, c5, we play our dragon, do this all day. This is what I set you up with, and it happens in this game. Check, we defend. I love that you took with the queen here. I really love this.
We talked about it, so I made sure, like, you know, it's still in my head. I know that we've talked that the engine likes knight takes, but we talked about queen takes.
Yeah. My engine gives queen takes as better.
Oh, it does? Okay. Okay. I know we talked about it before, though, where I think maybe it was a little different with their pawn or something. I don't know. But I know we looked at it, and the engine, maybe at the moment, maybe it was low. I don't know. I know we talked about it, and I know we talked about queen takes is what I should play. So
Stockfish on depth 17 prefers this move, knight takes. But Chess 0, which is the engine I use, prefers this on like depth 39, stuff like that. So this is the better move. So now this really is bothersome for them because they have this weakness and nothing to show for it, which is why this move happens. Because you have to defend this pawn somehow.
Yeah.
And this isn't really viable now. So this is a problem here that...
I won this game. That? I'm sorry, I was just remembering the game. Yeah, I think I won this game.
You won this game, yeah. So, perfect stuff. But this is a big mistake.
The knight coming out? Alert. Okay.
Yeah, mainly because there was something... Like, this is not a bad move. This would be a perfectly fine move. But there was something better here. And this should be... Whenever you see a strange move or something that looks like it can't or shouldn't be played normally, this is where you take some time and evaluate the position. So the move here, which is crushing, is queen g4.
Attacks
and you're
two pawns. He's got a castle and lose a pawn, or he's got... Okay, I got you.
So, that wasn't really allowed for him to play queen.
So that would have been a miss probably in the game.
Yeah. G6, d4. This is all perfect. We have completed our development, and again, this idea happens where they play an early e5, which cannot be done. We take. What's the move?
Knight to g4.
Bam, and you play it. Knight g4.
I'm glad that you found this game because literally, yes, this was the game I was talking about where I I knew that I found it at least once. Anyways.
Nice. Takes Rook D1. Just to finesse this, because there's really not anything to criticize about this game except just really tiny details. I would probably take here. Just because we're already up a pawn, less material on the board is better. It's like even knight d4 now is fine. If you play here, we just reinforce this and castle, we're good to go.
Okay.
But this is
I moved the queen, yeah, okay.
Yeah, this is fine still. I would like to queen trade, I think. I think this is what I'd like to do.
No, you're right. I was kind of, for some reason, hesitant to trade queens in this game because I know we talk about. Sometimes I get confused, right? So I know we talk about trying to keep the queens on sometimes, and it is hard for me to understand when to not get rid of the queens on the board. But this was one of those where I was like, I want to keep it on. But it does make sense to trade them off now that I look at it like hindsight 2020 sort of thing.
Knight here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit annoying.
Yeah,
I don't think there's anything for them. I really don't think there's anything for them.
But that's why we should have traded queens though, right? Is to kind of maybe avoid this kind of nonsense stuff.
Well, not necessarily. I don't think this is a great move, by the way, because it's not completing. It's not achieving anything solid, right? We can step out of this any day and just play like here, attack this. We stepped out, so yeah, this is also very good.
Okay.
I like this as well. This is good. Here, definitely trade queens.
Okay.
Because maybe we get hit by like f4 kind of things.
So I played hope chess here. No. I played f. So I this was hope chess. I knew that this would happen. So f4. I was praying that he didn't play f4 when I moved this bishop here, but he didn't find it. I forget what he played.
Actually.
Oh, f4 is.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No. You're right. All right, so I saw this in the game. Like after I moved the bishop there, I like face palmed. I was like, no, and I was like, he's gonna find f4, and that's just yuck. And I was upset about it. But I did find I didn't end up getting this move, so it happened differently in the game. But I don't think he played f4 in the game. So I this was a tactic where I won his queen because he messed up, I think.
Look at his rating, by the way.
Yeah,
almost 1300 Blitz rating, so his rapid should be a bit higher than that.
He's a good boy. He's probably 15, at least 1500, I would assume. But, 1500.
Yeah, so you are well on your way to climbing your Blitz rating as well. If we can consolidate this a bit further on.
Yeah. So I did it because you see what I'm going for, right? Like I'm going for the check to win the queen. So he messed up here, and that's why I put the rook there in the first place. I was like, maybe I can catch him. And I was going to trade queens instead of playing bishop to e5, but when I was like, nah, I can do this thing, and it was kind of hope chess. But I did think that f4 was bad. Like I thought it was going to beat me, right? Like I thought f4 messed me up. So I didn't see that queen move to b6 that you showed me.
Yeah, and if he takes it, the reason this is, I think, why you say hope chess is because he has king f1, right?
Yes.
He can defend this.
Yes.
But the reason I say this is interesting is I would even consider this, even if it doesn't win the queen. Even if we were not winning the queen, this is a really interesting concept that you found because they have two bad pawns. And really what they want to do here with two rooks is open up files. But if we stick a bishop here, they can never activate a rook here. They can never activate a rook here because of their pawn. They can activate a rook here, but what happens if they play this and we go b6? All of a sudden, we have this open file, which is amazing. We have ways of adding pressure because this bishop is hitting a dart square. So this would be interesting as a sacrifice as well, I'd say.
Okay. I was feeling my bishop here, but he took with the king, so I was like, oh, all right.
Then it's just all over.
Yeah.
And no mas.
I still don't think I played this part exactly right. I was trying to. He was just he was winning tempos on my queen over and over and over again. So I was like, all right, I'll just open up things. And then once I started pushing the pawn, I was like, it's game now.
Yeah, then when the pawn gets up, it's unstoppable. Very nice.
Thanks.
We will look at this one and the next one. The next one's really important to look at. So, oh yeah, this is super important as well. So we get this position, and it's a d4 position, right? Because even though they haven't played d4, they will play it in the future. So this is what I like to say. Even if they start off with c4, it's a d4 position because this will definitely come, and they probably won't play e4. So it's a d4 position.
We had just talked about playing like a Sicilian against c4, so that's what I've been doing. But if I need to change that, I can stop that.
No, you're correct. You play the Sicilian structure, but it differs in one sense. When they play d4, we generally don't want to take immediately. So we can even leave this and play like g6 and follow through with our plans. And this is the main difference. When they play a d4 opening against the Sicilian setup, we're not obligated to play this as a Sicilian and play takes, as we generally would, because the position is different now, and it doesn't benefit them to take.
I thought it was bad because if you take, they take your queen, and then you don't castle, right?
Well, it's an endgame, so it's not that important to castle. You can say
it's not that bad. All right.
It's an equal position. It's very equal. It's close to zeros. So, if you're playing white, you probably don't want to get into this because you're throwing away maybe some winning chances you'd have in with the queens on the board. So this is not ideal for them. Let's say we play g6 and they don't take, like a good boy. They play knight c3. We follow through and just develop. Bishop g7, bishop e2, castles. Okay. We can choose to take now, we could choose not to take as well. Like, okay, if we feel the time is right to take, we can play for the Sicilian structure like this and it's all good. Or we can choose not to take, and this leads us to something very interesting. Notice now how the position shifts because we give them the opportunity of pushing forwards.
Mm-hmm.
If they do this, knight a5. Is this looking familiar?
Yeah.
A3. What structure is this that we've reached?
It's the Benoni or whatever.
Yeah, the Benoni.
Yeah.
And this is the theoretical line which I showed you, which there's a really cool trap, which is bishop g4. Not for the sole intention of trading like this.
Well, it takes the defender away from the pawn, and then you can win the other pawn because it's weak.
And this is a cool move because it looks like a strange move, but it's actually an X-clam. This is the best move, by the way. So this is a really cool case where you can trip some guys up, and if they play b4 thinking you made a mistake, they've made a mistake, and you can play bishop takes.
Yeah, and they need to take.
They have to g take.
Yeah, and now you can.
And it goes further than this.
Now you can. Oh wait, hold on. You take, they take, and hold on. What the hell? I feel like we looked at this. You can't take. Can you take? No, you can't take. What the hell do you do here? Shit. I forget. I know
this is a cool move for chat to try and find. So
yeah, if you guys in chat see what you need to play here, say it now. Forever hold your peace. Maybe it's a knight move because the bishop pinning the knight to the rook. Oh no, but then you sack your knight. Oh my god, it's terrible. Oh man, hold on. Take the c pawn and rook to c file. So you would play knight takes. Okay, I like that, and then rook pin. And you get your piece back. That's a beautiful move, Ash. Way to go. Way to go, Philip. Yep, way to go, guys. Good job.
Not use this pawn. You can even play queen c7 first. And if they're really insistent on playing this and defending, rook fc, because you still defend this pawn and you still get all this pressure, which is nice.
Yeah.
And you're going down a piece here as white.
And
Like,
yeah,
you're not gonna hold on to the material.
well, and regardless, you can even start being fancy after that. Yeah, it's beautiful.
Bam, bam, bam.
Yeah,
Easy.
everything's hit.
So that's a cool way to transpose into some theory that we've got. Uh, we see the normal Sicilian setup, which is also good. This isn't great. I like knight a5 here. We need to be a bit cautious of stuff like this. This may be a bit worrisome. But in this position, if they play this, we can play this, and it's fine. Queen defends, bishop attacks.
Yeah. I thought
Yeah.
about it. I just wasn't happy about it.
Got it. I don't think we're in too much of a rush to play b6 because the queen does defend. But...
So yeah, I wanted to somehow increase pressure on their pawn, and this was where I was like, I felt dumb that my knight was here. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, we have to play b6. Sorry, because if we don't, they have this move.
Yeah,
and then our knight.
that's why I was like, I have to do something. I don't know. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like I have to move my knight somewhere in a minute. So.
But this is theoretical, you could say. It's very natural
So
for
na-
us to get the knight back.
Now
to
my
B7.
plan was to go back to b7 and then maybe even
Yeah.
go knight to c5 if I if I had the chance, and if I got to move again, whatever. But you know, I don't know.
Perfect.
At a certain point, they're making weaknesses, right? Not like they're overextending in the Benoni. So
Perfect. That's the idea. That's exactly it. So bishop g7. Here they play bishop e2. We play bishop a6.
yeah, I was
And,
trying. Like I said, I was trying to put pressure on that pawn, and I think that's just the wrong idea. Like, castling is probably great here.
Yeah, and the reason it's not great because they have an easy time defending this pawn like this, and it
Yes.
does help them a bit because they do want to do this kind of stuff here. So yeah, I agree. Castling is better here, and we can find other ways to add pressure. I
Queen
did
to-
say that it's important to develop the final minor piece, but it's not clear where the bishop wants to go. Like
Yeah.
we can go bishop to f5, but there's not too many ideas as of now.
Is
So
queen
we can hold
c7
on to this.
a good
Yep.
a good move? Okay.
Perfect, that's the idea. And if they play this now, maybe some tactics, maybe not. It's to see. So b3, knight bd2. Now it looks like some tactics are starting to form. I like this move. I like b5, playing along this pinned bishop. I like it. He takes, which is not good.
I didn't think so, and I took back. And what did he play? Oh yeah, he didn't take my pawn again, which was like I was like, okay. I thought he was gonna take my pawn. You know what I mean, like for sure. But
Here, black to play and win.
oh god. Hold on. So if I Oh no. I can my bishop is beast mode. My dark squared bishop on
Yeah.
g7. So I can do the knight thing. Not
Yeah.
knight to g4 though. Knight to
Knight takes
yeah,
d5.
d5, yeah.
And
And
if you
I'm attacking the rook. Yeah, beautiful. And then I can take the knight, and
Yeah.
after he takes, and then I'm good right here. I'm chilling.
Yeah,
The
you're
bishop's
crushing
under
it.
attack, and the rook can come in.
Crushing.
So
So that was a miss here. Hard
Ye-
to see. Very hard to see.
yeah, I'm not. That would be a rapid game for me for sure. I don't know if I could do that in Blitz yet.
Queen moves. And from here you play really well. There's really not much to say about the rest of this game. This is really good. This is really good, winning the pawn. Free rook. Oh, you missed the queen, the knight defense.
Yeah, well, I was low on time, so I played low on time here. And I did know that the knight defended. I was freaking out. So yeah, I needed to take with the bishop, if I wanted to take that, but not with the queen. Right? That was stupid.
Yeah, which was unfortunate. That was an unfortunate miss there, but all good. It was a winning position, completely winning. So
Yeah.
can't complain there. In a rapid game, you'd definitely not hang that.
No,
You'd
not
be
at
good.
all. Not at all.
And this is the most important game I wanted to show you. Look
Yeah, this guy is so much better than me.
Is he?
Well, I mean, he's rated way higher than me. I just was that. I thought was a good game. Did I win this game? No, I lost this game because of time. I think.
You
I
played
think I
this
lost on
game.
time.
You played this game perfectly.
What? No.
You played it perfectly, except for one tiny, tiny imprecision, which gave Black a chance to stop all your plans and gain the advantage. A tiny
Uh.
imprecision.
Oh.
Very tiny.
Yeah. So I do remember he beat me at the end of the game because of my time pressure was what it was. But I think I was a. I do. All right. I remember this entire game now. Yeah. Let's go into it. This was a D.
This.
Yeah. We get in our Queen's Gambit.
I love how you played this perfectly, and E3 is a very good move. Here, there was one chance, based off of calculation, which is hard to see.
They can take, right? Oh,
The
wait.
idea...
I see.
Yep.
Sorry, I was looking at if we took. No, you can't take C5. No, well, no, you can. I don't know. Never mind. I don't see it.
It's C takes D5.
Oh, okay, the other way. There you go.
And it's very theoretical, this move, and it's hard to see if you don't recognize the pattern. The move is Knight E5.
Yeah, and
just
it's
attacking the bishop. If they play this intermediate move, they still have to go back, and we get stuff like Queen A4 check. It gets really messy for them. Their pieces aren't really well coordinated.
Yeah.
Can't play this. This doesn't seem as good or beneficial to them, and we have so much play here. So this would be very nice to see, but hard to see as well. I missed this as well the first time I looked at this game. Knight here. This is all perfect. 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 I like that you took here now.
Yeah, that was based on our last lesson.
And look at this now. Perfect. 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 And then this was imprecision.
Yeah, I thought I was being slick here too. Like I thought I was being slick. I played bishop to E3, I think, because my plan was like to win the knight on the next move, right? Like so and that was my
very
thought.
Slick. It's very slick because he doesn't even have knight G4, which I think was what you saw in the game. And you also block off this idea, which they don't have anymore.
Yeah.
Which is nice. The only problem with this, is they have knight D5.
Yes, and I was like, shit. Once I did it, I spent time right here too, because I was like, fuck, I didn't think about that. So I was like, shit, and I didn't know what to do to continue.
Yeah, I have a really good feeling that you would have won this game if you had found D5.
Okay, yeah, just immediately going for it.
Because you hit the knight,
and he can't.
The knight has to move.
Yeah, he's not.
And then you play bishop E3. Okay, Queen A5. You're hitting this pawn twice. Have to defend it, but we can't really add more defenders efficiently here. So the way to go is push the pawn. It's a passed pawn. Look how far up it is. And I guarantee this guy was very scared if this was the position.
Yeah, he was a new guy in our stream, but I was like, oh shit, he's high rated, and I did think I was doing pretty well against him.
I mean, that was the only problem with this game. The only thing, like, okay, 95.
Yeah, he got me there. I thought I could rearrange a little bit, and it didn't work that well. I wanted him to play that move, but I don't know if that was good or not. I just was like.
I think it's good for you, yeah. I like that you forced him to play F6. A6.
Yeah, and I know I missed... so I played... I think I attacked his the rook here. Yeah. So I played bishop to D6, I think. And then...
It's because you were looking at this and this.
Yeah, right? I was... Yeah, and... yeah.
But the cool idea here is if you play knight C3... They actually can't take immediately because their knight's hanging now. If they take, they lose this.
Yep,
which is cool.
I missed that. Because their rook obviously is it's loose right now, right?
Yeah, so they have to take, and you can bring your rook to the B file now. Add a lot of pressure, and this is actually plus 1.2 for white.
Okay.
So this would have been a really good game.
Yeah,
I think you'd have won this.
I
I have,
misevaluated. What ended up happening? It was
he played bishop
yeah,
d6.
and
He
he
took, but
took
the
and
queen's
then
under attack.
and the bishop. So yeah, I was like shit. Like yeah, this was ugh,
That was the
terrible.
only problem. But I mean, this was a great game. A
Yeah.
really, really good game. Guys, be proud of NetChess. Be proud of Nolan. He hung in there. He fought like a champ.
Raptor Jesus again. Here we go. Oh man, he's
Here's
gotten
some
the
cool
best of me
theory.
quite a few times.
Here's
This
some cool theory, and I really hope that Raptor Jesus isn't watching because you can get him next time if he's not watching.
okay.
So, the idea here is this is a theoretical line which is proven to be very good for white. And here we play takes. Knight has to take,
Like we did
and
last lesson. Okay.
yeah, and we would like to play e4 here. But the problem with this move is if we play e4, what's going to end up happening is we're going to have to defend this pawn, and they have time to play e5, which is not very advantageous for us, and it is for them. So to avoid this e5 idea, we play knight f3 first, and you cannot play this push. So we've successfully stopped this idea. They're going to have to make a move to develop, which will probably be this, and now we can play e4. e4, knight back, and look at how far these knights get kicked away. If you play this, you're probably even losing, if I'm not mistaken. I guess you can play a6 here. Sorry, a3. a3, bishop ace, knight a6. Can we take, and play...
Well, you can check, or no, you can't check with your queen because it's a stupid knight.
This maybe bishop b5 check first, like kind of starter step. I don't know, check, and then maybe we take.
Well, here you could just take with the pawn.
Queen trade looks good.
You still get the check and you get the rook.
Take and take. Yeah, that looks good. So this is definitely a very good line. I mean, you should be very, very happy if you get this position at the very least. It's I mean, the best move here is 100% knight b8, which is crazy. So yeah, they're not doing well if they have to play knight b8 and just move back.
Feels terrible.
Yeah, so like knight c3 now, this kind of stuff, and you're good to go. Just a great position. So maybe you can get Raptor chess with this. We get this main position. All this is perfect. And here we play a3, which is staying true to the Nimzo Indian. We could also play c takes d5 here and change the structure up. So this isn't what I'm asking you to play, but it's good that you know this exists. If they take back, we can take here now, and we give them an isolated pawn. Yeah. We get a really clear way of developing that dark square bishop, and we just punish that center pawn for the whole game.
Yeah, a3, a3, b4.
That's a really good way to go.
I like it.
A student of mine who plays this all the time, I'm not sure if you guys know him. His name is Dimitri. His channel is Let's Play Chess.
It's not Dimitri Chess?
I think he changed it to Dimitri Chess, yeah. I think, Dimitri Chess is his channel name. So guys, if you don't know Dimitri, he's a great guy. He's really funny, and he makes great videos. Check him out for sure. He's amazing. So this is what he plays. He goes for this. But a3 is staying loyal to what we've discussed, which I like. Takes. Rook e8 is definitely an imprecision because we moved our bishop once. They really should make us waste the tempo and play this. But that's a minor detail. Rook b1. This is also a very good game. c5, I like it. The downside to this is we're probably not going to find a good square for this dark square bishop. It looks really locked in. Yeah. So maybe even holding off on this move and keeping it as an option and playing something like queen c7, just finishing development here. Because the pawn is good here in this square. And let's say they play queen c7, bishop e2. We just maintain the tension is also very good.
Okay.
Not that this move is bad.
I think my
This is
thought here was
definitely.
to get in the e4 thing, like set up e4 more
Oh
and
yeah,
get
yeah, yeah.
e4 in
Because
was
if you
my
do this,
thought.
you can play e4,
Yeah.
and this is not a good move because it really weakens b6 with that idea that we can blockade this up.
Mhm.
And also, it's not easy to move this bishop now, because if you ever do move the bishop, the pawn falls. So better would be to play like b6 with that idea that we defend both pawns. Even here, the pawn's defended by the queen,
Mhm.
and it's just a bit better for black. So if Raptor is watching, this is a cool move. Um, a4 I like, knight e4, and perfectly executed, perfect timing. They're trying to stop e4. We stop them from stopping it. That's the way we roll. F5, and if you can make them play this, this is already a small victory. And
It,
okay, this is super hard level pop quiz. What should white play now? It's not going to be anything crazy. It's just a simple development move, but it makes lots of sense if you look at this, analyzing every aspect of the chessboard.
well, to cheat chat, it is knight. It is not knight to d2. Because that's, I think, I'm pretty sure that's what I played in the game. Is
Yeah,
knight to d2. So it's not
it's
that
not
move.
92.
Because otherwise he would be saying I'm a genius and you found the right move, but he's not saying that. So we gotta find the right move. And he said it's just a simple developing move. It's probably not rook to b6 or anything like that. Our bishop is still undeveloped. It's hard
Yeah,
to find a square for it. You go bishop to a3, but that pawn might just be there forever right now. It kind of seems like it. So maybe the bishop sucks there. Bishop to b2 blocks the rook. Bishop to
yeah.
d2. I mean, I guess it gives you a file, like a diagonal to be on. The knight can take the
Yeah.
bishop there.
And that's the point here. It seems so
Oh.
counterintuitive to say that Bishop D2 is the move. It is the
Ah.
move, and I would even put this as a brilliant move because it's very enlaced with positional understanding. The reason behind this being such a great move is if they do want to take this, we're completely fine with this because the bishop sucks here. It's stuck behind the pawn wall. If they want to give up a good knight for a bad bishop, be my guest. So this is analyzing all the aspects of the position, seeing that this bishop was bad, and saying, hey, we don't care if this bishop gets traded off because it sucked anyway. And here we can take back either way. It's fine. So bishop d2 is the move. So it just goes to show that you can't be dogmatic with chess principles. Like, okay, yes, it's not good to trade bishops for knights, but in certain some circumstances it can be. So bishop d2 is the move.
Okay.
Knight d2 is also a good move. It's not that this is a bad move, um, and it does have like a certain inclination on you because you do want to get this opened up. You do want to play stuff like f3. You do want to attack this knight a lot, so knight d2 makes perfect sense.
I think I did play
Um,
f3.
you played
Oh, I
takes,
played takes, and then I moved
and
the
then
bishop. Okay. I played.
yeah,
Oh, so wait, is bishop to b5 better than what I just played there?
um, I'd say not really. I like
Okay.
bishop e2,
To
and the
reroute
reason
to
I
the
like
other
this,
side, right?
yeah, because you wanted to play f3, and f3
Yes.
is a key idea here, and
Yep.
the bishop supports f3.
Okay.
So I like bishop e2 more.
Okay.
Knight b4 was kind of inevitable, so we'll just move the queen. That's
Yep.
fine. Here, and now bishop d2, because we have a clear idea. This bishop isn't really good. This knight's annoying. Let's make a trade. Yeah, I didn't think so. Free pawn, bishop d5. Now I like this because we don't really have to play for f3 since we've made so much progress on the queen side now. Now bishop d5 makes lots of sense. So this was really well played by you. Rook c8, white to play and win.
So this was hard. I I had trouble here. I remember this position because I felt like I had something here, and I did not know what to do. Um, it just feels like I have so many pieces that are like annoying his pieces that I have something here. I think I took the knight, and the reason I don't think that's a good move is because obviously he can just take back with the bishop, and my queen's got to move again.
Yeah.
And I guess that's not like awful. I'd win a pawn if I did it because I could play queen to b8 at that point and trade. It would just be a big trade, and I'd win a pawn, I think. And I think that's what I did. But
If we analyze
what if
this
you take
position,
the pawn? Hold on. So if I take a5, if the knight takes, I can take the bishop
yep, that's it. You
with
found
my
it.
bishop, right? Is what
Yep,
you? Yeah.
that's
Okay.
it. What if your queen takes like okay? So
Well, queen
this is
takes,
gonna
you
be the
just get a
trade.
queen trade, and then he moves the rook, and then you just have a. I guess you win a pawn still with check. Yeah, okay,
Yep,
yeah, that's why you take with the bishop is because regardless, you get the check afterwards.
takes.
Oh, he
We
takes with the
take the bishop.
queen. Oh, okay, I missed that part.
We trade off, and we're hitting this pawn now, and it's very hard to defend this. You don't have this move because we take the rook, and it just seems very unbearable here for them. So we probably have to defend this.
That's pretty. That was what
Very
I was looking
dubious
for
move.
here. That was exactly it. I was like, I felt like I had something, and I think I took the knight in the game. I can't remember, but I think I took the knight with the
Yeah,
bishop.
in the game you took the knight, and here we could also talk about the concept of trades here, and say this would be a beneficial trade because we trade off a bishop which was really locked in here, and by taking their knight, which was somewhat annoying, we leave them with this bad bishop locked behind these pawns. But it's not terrible, and that's why I'm reluctant to play this move because he does have some annoying pressure here,
Yeah.
which means we have to go back.
Yeah.
He can attack us, and it becomes more messy than it would have to be. Is my take on this.
Mm-hmm.
We could trade, I guess. Could play take. This gives him
Yeah,
the
that was
file.
my fallout the whole time. Was I was like, no matter what he does, if he ever moves that fucking rook there, I can just take it. Was my whole thought. Like, and it's not the end of the world, right? And a5 is hanging. Was
Yeah,
my other
for
thought.
sure.
Even though he can
Uh,
take a4, but yeah.
on this, it looks very close to a draw here if these rooks get traded off. If we
Okay.
trade rook for rook, it's a draw because there's not enough material and
Opposite colored
opposite
bishops.
colored bishops. Yeah. However, if we keep rooks on, I may like this a lot
Even with
because we
my
do have a
passed pawn,
password.
though, I was about to say, like, so even opposite colored bishops with that passed pawn is still you like it's still a draw. You think?
It's drawish, so the tendency is the less accurately you play, the more it will become a draw.
Because we can
So
just repeat, right? Not because he can win the pawn
yeah,
ever. Okay.
it comes down to your ability to push this pawn down the board. That's basically it.
And I
Not
won't
that
be
this
a
is a draw.
yeah. He'll be able to get there first, anyways, and so it'd probably be locked in place. Is the thought, right? Like for the
Yeah,
draw.
so we need to push this pawn. If we play this, he can simply go back, and it's not clear how we're gonna make more progress. You see, so
Yeah.
it does get kind of drawish there. But this is good. I like this queen trade. He should not take this. He should not take this queen trade because the idea was playing for the passed pawn. Here you play rook takes, but a
Yeah.
really cool move to finesse
Was
is
pawn
c
takes.
takes,
Yeah. Because I
because
can
now the
put. I
pawn
can
can
just
make
push.
progress.
Yeah.
Nice. However, this is still very good. And even though this happens, I like this a lot. Two rooks are better than one rook. So even if you blockade this with a move like bishop to c6, I like this a lot. The two rooks can be very active and make some cool threats. We would want to avoid a double trade. So he has this move which trades off rooks. We can
Mm.
play this move. So now you can't play this, you can't trade off rooks, and it keeps the game alive.
Okay.
But this is the main difference. Rook here. We push the pawn. We get ready to do so.
That was a bad move, right? The rook move.
Yeah, this was a really bad move. It was a very big overlooking of what you had going for yourself. Now,
because I'm
you need to be
hanging a
careful.
pawn here on purpose, but I thought that I was fast enough, and I think I was. But
For sure, yeah. So push, takes, push. You can't do this. The rook defends, and
Yeah.
it's just GG, which is why
if he could move
Black
his
resigns
bishop,
here.
yeah, if he could move his bishop to b5, it would have been perfect. But he can't. So, or like
you
have
could
his.
try this as yeah, you can try this, but I think you have this, no?
No,
You can
yeah,
be very annoying and play this. And yeah, okay, he's making you sweat for this, but I think this is a win. Like bishop back, and you kick the rook around, we defend this. Oh yeah, you hang the rook, actually. If you
yeah.
play this,
It's
like,
hanging. Yeah.
yeah, and if you move on this, we take GG. It's a very nice game here. That's all we're gonna have time for today.
Okay.
Really good games all around. I think you're doing really well. When you do get back to Rapid, it's gonna be a blast.
Yeah, I'm
I'll tell you
excited.
that.
So trust me, it'll happen soon. I hate keep telling you that, and I'm not doing it, but it'll happen. I promise. I'll be back to it, and you'll be proud.
You're good, man. No sweat. That's it, guys. Hope everyone enjoyed and learned something. And yeah, that's it for today.
Thanks for the lesson, man. I really appreciate it. Y'all give Chili a big thank you. Those that stuck around for the whole lesson. Yeah, and we'll catch you next week, man. I really appreciate it.
Perfect, man. See you guys.
All right,
Take
brother.
it easy.
Go.
Bye.
Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. We love our chess lessons. Yeah, Chili is awesome, man. He's such a good dude. So I hope you guys enjoyed all that. We've streamed for a long ass time tonight. I didn't eat my food, so we're gonna end the stream. Hope y'all have a wonderful afternoon, night, morning, whatever it is for you. Get some rest. I will catch you guys tomorrow at 6 o'clock. So 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. Love you, Chili, man. Thank you so much, man. Great lesson. I think everyone enjoyed it. So I will catch you next Wednesday, dog. Or hopefully I get to see you in the tournament or something this weekend.